The new show. We got Patrice O'Neill in studio. Jimmy's going to be leaving in about an hour.
What?
To fly out to L.A. to promote Down and Dirty, his new HBO show, Friday nights at midnight. And Patrice is stepping in to help us out. So there's like a little seg thing happening here. Jimmy will do another hour, and then Patrice will continue for the rest of the day.
Good morning, man.
And I see that you stole Jim Morrison's hat or something. This is the latest look from Patrice.
Yeah, 60s black man. I'm dressing like
60s black man.
I'm dressing like a 60s FBI agent, the first black FBI agent.
First thing that Patrice said, you're having daydreams.
Daydreams.
Killing whitey.
Yeah, killing white people daydreams. Just sitting around like I think about, and they're good ones because there's being a great football player and basketball player daydreams that go about 4 hours.
Yeah.
This one's going about 2 hours.
2 hours?
Different ways, yeah.
A lot of detail in it.
Yeah, a lot of like, how am I going to do it? It's just I'm getting so fed up.
Yeah.
It's just I'm fed up with, you know what it is? I'm just realizing white people just don't care. Like, and not, at least from you guys, at least you are fun white guys, whoever, you're honest.
Yeah.
Like, you have honest conversations, talk a little crap, But, the Fox white guys, and you just watch it, and it's just, I go on John Gibson from time to time, his radio show. He's not on TV no more, so he's just doing the radio.
Yeah.
And I like him. He has a fun thing about him. But, I watch the other guys, and even Hannity's starting to become just...
Oh, really?
Just not fun to look like. Like, I used to like Sean, like, he used to walk through the hallway clicking his heels and stuff. But now it's just like everything, it's just... You could just feel it. You go, this is, you could feel it.
Don't you think it's because of the election coming up and the first black man and
but here's the thing,
has to...
White people just won't say black. You do, which is fun.
Sure.
Opie does.
You hear what else he says?
Yeah, right.
That's the radio version.
Exactly. But at least to have a conversation about it, you got to admit it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you hear about this thing about Ohio, right?
What happened
heard about
in Ohio?
That possibly that people are taking, I don't know all the details, but they're taking like bums and people and they're going to register them and having them register under homeless like shelters. And white people are welling up to say, oh, Obama's going to steal Ohio. And I'm sitting there going, white people don't even know the word hypocritical. Like, it just don't exist in their language. It's like Bush stole the presidency. Blah, 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 blah. No, I don't want to hear that. We're dealing with this Negro stealing the presidency. We don't want to talk about old school stuff. We want to talk about this right here.
There was plausible deniability with the Bush thing. They threw in so many
Did you hear what you just said to me?
Yes.
This is why I don't like white people anymore. It's starting to really bug me. Not even on a fun not liking them. Plausible
deniability would get them.
That would be piece of garbage.
I knew that would get you.
Is that the plural of garbage? A piece of garbages. It just makes me sick because there is you can't even reason with you people.
Obama's camp is doing exactly what all the others have done in the past.
Thank you. What the F?
And Ohio is a very important state, so they're getting the homeless zombies to vote. They're getting the homeless zombies.
And it's not a crime.
They also want to get something passed where felons are allowed to vote.
Yeah. Good. Why can't felons vote?
Because why would it be? Why would Barack Obama want felons to vote?
Why wouldn't you want felons to vote?
Doesn't that sound like something that's like, well, if I got up and said, a lot of felons are black, people would be like, a
lot of felons are, but let me ask you this. If I'm a felon and I get out, I still have to follow the rules of this country. I'm not like told to leave the country or told, listen, once you are a felon, you can just be a felon. You can just keep committing crimes. You don't have to follow the rules. You don't have to pay taxes. You don't have to try to get a job. You are now.
Most of them, that's what they do.
But not most of them. You don't have to cut through the system no more. You don't do nothing.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then don't vote. But if you still have to follow the rules of society when you get out and when you're in there, really, you should be able to vote. Why can't a felon vote? And there's a lot of innocent dudes in jail.
Once you're out, you should be able to vote. When you're in jail, no. But once you're out, you should be able to vote.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's
and why not
crazy.
while you're in? I can't decide. He's still my president.
You would understand why that would drive Anthony crazy, though.
He's still my president.
It's a privilege you lose in jail. You should lose, sir.
Why? To vote?
Because you're a criminal, yeah.
But what does that mean, though? Okay, why should I lose my privilege to vote because I'm in jail? I broke the laws of society. There's laws of society, but this guy's still my president. I'm not allowed to say that Bush ain't my president.
Part of your punishment is that you get no say in what goes on. That's part of that's what the removal of the vote would be. You've broken the laws of society, and part of it is we don't want your input until you're done with your sentence. But I think
my vote is really not my input. You're choosing a leader, I guess, or whatever. So I don't understand where choosing to vote, for your leader.
You've proven through your actions, you've proven that you do not have good judgment. And you should not be allowed to vote. Not saying that people that do vote have good judgment, because a lot of them don't.
And you talk about white collar dudes too. You're talking about like Wall Street criminals and felons.
All those guys. Okay, 3 Republicans and 6 million Democrats will get to vote.
Anthony's angle.
This is the problem. There's a lot of Democrats in jail. Negro Democrats.
His angle on this.
A lot of white people in jail.
Disproportionate number of black people.
This would help Obama.
Of course.
Yes. That's why he's a little worried about this.
But there's a lot of white people in jail.
Yeah, I know, but
unjustly
disproportionate.
Hey, we got to go to Amy in Connecticut. Amy, you're on the Opie and Anthony show. How are you?
Wow, I finally got on. I call you guys all the time.
No one cares.
All right, Amy.
No one cares.
I know.
What's up, Amy? What do you got?
First, I just wanted to say to Patrice, it's so funny how black people can say they hate white people, but if white people said they hate black people...
It's funny how the way you said black sounds so loving stupid. See, this is what kills me about white people.
Greenwich.
Yeah, they white people really trying to hide. This is what is really getting me to daydreams. There really is no argument. For me to say that I know that she's a little racial, I can't say racist necessarily, but she's a little racial. You can feel it. I know it. But white people are so good at lying now that it's no proof. I have to actually say she's lying to have a conversation with her about race. Because she can call, I'm admitting my thing, but she's calling, acting like, I didn't see color till you talk, Patrice. Shut up, ass.
I want to compare your killing white people fantasies to my killing black people fantasies.
Well, here's mine. Mine is this.
How do yours play out?
Mine's play out like this. Because here's what I always realized, something that black people never had, that every group had, a respectable criminal element.
Like the mob.
Like somebody that actually touches your soul with your fear. Meaning this, if Sean Bell gets killed, black people don't walk up the street with signs. We just send a couple of guys to blow your house up.
Okay.
And we don't know that it's black people. Because that's the thing about us. Like, white criminals can kind of just melt into society. Black criminals, it's like we'll all get picked up. It's just like, I grew up in Boston, so Charles Stewart he shot his wife in the head, and he said, nigga did it! Or, N-word did it! N-word did it! And every black person got messed around in the streets.
Well, black criminals make themselves too obvious. It's like, how about you don't wear the green felt hat? How about you kind of mellow out a little bit?
This is what I'm saying, is that my daydream is very covert. Okay, a judge. First of all, I daydream not. I'm in court. Actually, after the OJ trial.
Okay.
And so I'm sitting there just going, all right, 12 counts of first-degree kidnapping. Oh, yeah. All right. And you just look at this white lady judge who has some old Nicole problems, and the white lady foreman who, of course, we was instructed not to remember that this guy got away with killing a white woman. And so, because I'm an upstanding white person, I'm going to forget that whole thing. So I'm just sitting there, and I just want to go wink at the judge and just, again, I don't know if this is a crime for me even saying I'm daydreaming about it, but I'm just saying, just
thought police here.
You just go, hey, this is wrong, it's wrong. I'll be out of here in about an hour. I'll be out. Will you really? Yep. Boom. Blow that house up. Boom. Blow that house up. This guy finds, floating in the thing, and then all of a sudden I get a pardon. Just because I have some things done.
Oh, okay.
That kind of fear that touches you. Black people have never had that fear. This was argued about before. We never had that fear that if you wrong us, see, the cops don't roll around where the mob used to be, wherever the mobsters lived, and just harassed mobsters.
No.
There's a lot of white cops that just roll through Harlem and the Bronx.
Mobsters didn't randomly bash people on the head and take their jewelry.
Wait a minute. That's the thing. That's the thing. It's like, a couple of, they got nicknames in the hood, everybody's scared. Here comes Scooby and Scrappy, Growing up, the white cops used to have nicknames in the hood. Like, watch out. Here comes Barney and Fred. They're gonna harass you. They're gonna put you in a trunk, beat you in the face, and then let you go. It just seems like we just don't have any respect at all. That's what gets when we talk about this. Yeah. It's like, what are you afraid of? No one's afraid of us. So my daydreams just consist of things to make white people really afraid. If anybody should be blowing up things, it should be black people. But we don't.
See, here's the fear.
We don't.
If you were organized like that, like you say, some kind of a black Illuminati, I would love that. That'd be cool, because then you would know that you're not going to be in trouble. You could walk the streets, and unless you wronged somebody, then you're fine.
And you know what?
It's the randomness.
Can I get in there real quick and say I 100% agree? Yeah. Because then it's like there's a hierarchy, there's rules, there's a protection factor. The neighborhood feels protected. No randomness. No, I'm just gonna go beat up some random white person and and it's not because I care about the random white person getting beat up, it's I care about the police interfering with the neighborhood situation. Little protection racket. Little, if there's a white business on the outskirts of town, a white business, like a white tire shop, we go and rouse them a little bit.
Rouse them a little bit.
Whatever. If 4 tires cost $100 apiece, we get 100 for 1 tire. You get 3.
Yeah, okay. You're working out. You're working out an organization.
Some winking, some this and that, and my daydreams involve not randomly beating white people in the head, but just having them have a real fear, not that that ooga booga coming out of a bush fear, but a real respect that you're not going to do that.
You know something? And for most people, if you didn't mess or get involved with the mob, no one from the mob is going to be knocking off your family or you or anything, because you have nothing to do with the mob.
They had a code.
They have a code. They have this, that, whatever it was. But like with black on white crimes, it's usually random robberies, assaults, things like that. That's the fear that Whitey has.
And the mob, almost every Italian, not so much now because the mob's kind of becoming this, but you almost felt, and it's just like right now, who has that fear right now? Russians. Like, you bump into a Russian, you go, ugh, his uncle might, and they're just known to clip your toes off with a, with a stapler gun, they're brutal. Yeah. So it trickles down, and the fear it's a respect. Like, these guys will come in and just tie you up and do things to you. But when you think about a black person coming in and tie you up, it's just like, oh Lord, he's a home invader. It's no business like kind of.
Now you're touching on my daydreams.
Well, and yours involves probably a couple of trees or something, but it's always what you're going to do. It's not what you're going to do to gain some respect. My thing is, I just want to make sure judges just don't throw you in arbitrarily. See, it's a respect thing.
Your daydreams are pussy compared to mine. You got wimpy ass daydreams because you're blowing up a judge's house. This old codger is taking his stupid robe off, ready to go into his orthopedic shower unit, and his house blows up.
And he'll never do anything criminal
Mine
again.
are one-on-one. Mine involve people with guns.
This is not a daydream. This is reminiscing.
It's an even match. It's people coming into my house armed. I'm armed, and it's a fair fight.
This is reminiscing. This is Charles Manson's daydream. This is white.
Listen,
this is Helter Skelter.
It's me looking out in the street and seeing what happened. Oh my God, there's machine gun fire. There seems to be a war started.
A race war.
That to me is a good one.
But what are you in the race war? Are you like quiet dude in the chair with the 2 guns that's crossed around his chest?
I am packed with all kinds of weaponry.
You're just a dude in the middle of the race war.
I'm just trying to hold off and keep my own.
He wants to rock and roll. Can I just jump in for a second?
I'm keeping my own.
I feel like I'm watching a buddy film. Like, you guys need to make a buddy film. You guys would be great in a buddy film. Because if you were the same color, you'd be best friends. You know that. We say that all the time.
I think the same way.
You guys got to make a buddy film, and this is the banter you can have in the car as you fight the real enemy.
Oh, race war.
Yeah.
You're just one of the dudes in the race war.
I'm just one of the guys.
I'm trying to think high level daydreaming, and you're just one of the guys.
No.
Do you have superpowers? Anything? Is your gun unlimited?
No, I'm really good with a gun. There was one of these daydreams that I had where I was kind of on a boat. I'm on a boat doing a little patrolling action on the North Shore of Long Island.
You sure you aren't coming from Africa?
So you're doing a little patrolling action, North Shore of Long Island, because the further west you go, the worse it gets as far as enemy territory. The further east you go, it's kind of we're in control still.
So is it like one of those small boats like from Apocalypse Now? Just
no, it's kind of a tricked out like pleasure craft that I A-teamed
like a long
up.
Miami
like I A-teamed with some metal and some technology and some guns and stuff.
You're a wimp.
And then why?
Because they can't swim.
Well, that's why I'm in the water. So as I'm cruising patrol.
This is the most racist conversation.
Oh, this is a horrid conversation.
This is so horrible.
This is horrid.
I'm on a boat. I'm the captain of the Amistad.
Yeah.
This is just horrible.
We look forward to when Patrice can come in because now we have excuses. Look, we were doing it because the black guy was in.
Why can't you just talk?
So bad. You can't have a murdering black people in a U-boat daydream without Patrice here.
Why couldn't this just be a pitch for a movie? This could be just
because
be a pitch
people
for a
are
movie.
nervous, and I'll tell you what.
You don't even want to hear the part where I go into action?
Yes,
okay.
This is what I'm missing. Because you can't just daydream.
Straight stuff.
In my daydream, I leave
it's
something.
details.
All right, go ahead.
This could take a long time. It's details,
I thought you were going to say, I'm daydreaming.
No.
It's the race war, and I'm just in it.
Well, now I'm patrolling.
Okay, you're patrolling.
I'm patrolling. And what do I see through my binoculars? I see a young, vulnerable white girl whose parents have been slaughtered. And she's on the beach.
Crying.
Just trying to make her way through.
Wait a minute, what is she doing? Kicking shells?
No, she's hungry maybe. She's just very vulnerable.
She's somewhere on the beach.
She's on the beach. Her parents have been killed in the race war.
How old is she?
She's probably
17.
She's legal age?
Yeah. He loves this fantasy because the parents can't interfere with her coming to his house.
Give it to her right on the back of the U-boat.
So all of a sudden I hear something, and a couple of the brothers come out,
right.
And now they see the girl, chase her down, and now they are just ready to ravage her. I mean, just ready. I pull out one of my rifles with the scope on it.
You don't get off the boat?
I'm on the boat at this point.
And you don't do a slow motion shotgun pump without even holding it, just
shotgun.
Throw it down and it comes back up?
This is a friggin' Barrett 50 cal sniper rifle mounted on there. And I just, right when they're ready to take this poor girl and just ravage her, his head explodes in a pink mist in my scope.
So you snipe him, right?
I snipe him, and then I come up, and the girl comes on the boat, and I have to raise her.
Oh, you know what? You know what made this a very noble daydream?
Yeah,
if you
she needs a father figure at that point.
If you just left.
Why would I leave? I can't leave her there. There's still more people.
It will be real. Wait a minute, Norton. His dream has ended up being this. He kills the attempted idea of a rape to rape. This is ultimately he gets the rape dream.
Hey, at least I'm white.
How nice of you to raise the age for the radio show, by the way. Nice you added 3 years.
This is so awful. This is
terrible.
I know these pieces of garbage out there have so many daydreams and you make me sick. Of course. Oh, my
Bravo.
God.
Oh, well.
We have to take a quick break. Patrice O'Neill in studio giving us a lot of energy. October 16th through the 18th to catch a rising star in Lincoln, Rhode Island. That's a very white area. What are you doing?
What area isn't? And but this week I'm in the Addison Improv in Texas.
Yeah, sure.
Dallas,
Oh,
Texas.
yeah.
You been there? Nice
a few times. Yeah, it's a great
I'll be there
place.
this weekend.
Very cool.
Thursday through Sunday.
We got a nice audience down in the Dallas area, so
sure.
Go see Patrice in Addison this weekend.
I will say O&A fans are very, damn it, loyal, coming out people, boy.
Yep.
I'll tell you that, man.
I got a message from Voss. They came out in droves in Cleveland, so everybody, we're on in Cleveland right now. So Voss, thanks you.
I will say that, man.
For checking him out up there. Opie and Anthony will continue. Patrice O'Neill helping us out today. It's the Opie and Anthony show. I got to ask Patrice about Sarah Palin. What's your thoughts on this
that
broad?
Was another thing. I forgot about that. It was OJ, Ohio thievery, and listening to people try to make Sarah Palin that she won it was interesting. All I could do is say to people who are voting for McCain and try to defend Sarah Palin. Mm-hmm. If something happened and they go, McCain wins, and they go, oh my God, the president has died, heart attack, whatever, and then she gets up and goes, I'm your president.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a terrible tragedy.
Oh gosh, I seem to be the president.
Can you imagine? If somebody, one of my friends said this, man. And this is another thing, which white people don't care. If Obama's ticket was McCain and Palin with 5 kids, one of her kids is pregnant out of wedlock, teenage pregnant, retarded kids, witchcraft, like some African voodoo priest is in her camp. All these things that is going. Can you imagine if this was Obama's ticket, and white people don't care? She has a voodoo guy.
No, they kind of care. I mean, the polls are showing that Obama's lead is.
Do you believe in polls? What is ask about boobs?
Yeah, that's all black people voted for him. White people like Obama too.
But
a lot of the country likes him.
The numbers, Jim. The numbers. Okay, I don't know how many black people are supposed to vote and should vote. I don't know how many Mexicans are supposed to vote. I don't know. But I know there's 250 million white people in this country. Something like that. 300? 250 million?
No.
There's 250 million white people in this country.
300 million.
Total.
And it's 200 million white people. 200 million white people.
2/3.
Tops.
Okay. After you clear out all the black people that's supposed to vote for him, which not all black people are, because we are just brainwashed by righteousness.
98% are.
No. Again,
98%
they asked 100 black people. I'm telling you, I'm black. I know all black people ain't voting. Black people are afraid to have a black leader just like white people are. There's a lot of black people who are horrified the idea of a black guy running stuff. You see how we treat each other when we run. If we have a white boss, it runs well. You ever see a black run McDonald's? You ever see when there's black people and there's just this one little creepy white boy that's running the place? How it runs. But when it's just all black people in the McDonald's, you see how it runs. There's a lack of respect we have for each other. We love white people.
What is that?
Because I'm gonna tell you, our whole definition of our existence in this country is based on how we feel about white people. It's based on whether we hate you or whether we love you.
So start loving us.
Start loving us more.
Well, why don't you start loving the black?
Yeah.
I love
Stop shoving things inside of me stop tasering me. Stop beating me in the face.
Stop misbehaving. Stop being loud in movie theaters.
Pull over.
Do I deserve a tasing?
Pull over and give your license and registration.
Stop demanding more dumplings, bitch, from the Chinese lady serving you food.
More dumplings. Oh, yeah.
And she won't give you none.
No.
Just an extra dumpling. Are you kidding me? It's 50 cents? You charge me 50 cents for a pack of duck sauce. You cheap bitch. So
I feel sorry for your mother.
Did you do the bit on the show about how, like, you go to the same restaurant for ever,
and they treat you the same exact. I love that. I must have spent $1,000 every 6 months in the Chinese dry cleaner. Treats me like the same piece of garbage at the day I came in. Won't give me a free shirt. Won't even give me something that you stamp that says you're a frequent buyer so I could get Maybe dry clean my socks for free.
Some of these businesses just don't understand.
They don't get
you got to give a little if you got a customer coming back over and over again.
Loyalty.
But some of these people just don't get it.
And this goofy Sarah Palin, it just, how can you, look, man, how can you, and I understand how white people are just nervous.
Yeah.
But God damn it, black people are awful decent for a group of people that just get played.
Patrice, they just gave us some weird choices this time around. It's just bizarre.
So the thing is that out of all these weird choices, Obama's the least weird. He's like the one you vote for just to see. And back to the 200 million. I'm sorry. The numbers, how many? And you travel a lot, Jimmy. I feel that there's only 3 cities in this whole country. I mean, there's L.A., and I mean, for real, where in New York is such a different vibe. I went to Stamford, Connecticut this weekend. It's 40 minutes outside the city. It was almost like I took a plane ride to another country. The white people were so different from the metropolitan white people, which is only Chicago has metropolitan white people, L.A., and New York. The rest we have to depend on going into a voting booth when the curtain goes behind them and that thing goes shh, and pushing a button that says the black president, dude. I don't even count. I don't know if that's going to happen.
You shouldn't even count L.A. Don't forget San Francisco. I count more.
San Francisco, absolutely. I mean, I'm going to miss a few. Yeah. I don't think Seattle's metropolitan, by the way. There too many white people. They don't have there's no mix. They have a downtown, but I'm talking about every corner of everywhere.
Boston, no way.
Boston is a separate town.
Sully in the game when that curtain is pulled back.
When that curtain's pulled back, we have to depend on enough white people to push that button. And I don't know if it's going to happen. That's all.
But if he's elected, it's going to come down to whitey voting for him.
Yes.
You know that.
Yes.
And speaking of which, Stump Brain was telling me about a Simpsons episode that's happening. They got a good take on this whole thing.
Yeah, the Treehouse of Horrors is coming out for Halloween. It's just before the election. They leaked about 5 minutes of it. Homer goes in to try and vote for Obama, and every time he keeps pushing the button, it switches to McCain. And he pushes it about 5 times, and then the machine finally kills him. I'll post it.
That's great.
That's funny.
Yeah, we'll get that on onaradio.com.
That's my thing, fellas, on that. It's just, I just don't know how many white people we can count on for real. When the curtains closed.
All right. Hey,
and that's it.
Palin don't
know.
Stinks.
It's horrifying.
Before we miss the moment, we got the Simpson thing I just talked about, the audio. I don't know if it'll play. Maybe it's a better visual, but we'll find out.
Hello, I'd like to vote for president, governor, and anything that will take money away from our parks and libraries.
Use machine number 3.
Ooh, one of those electronic voting dealies.
1 vote for McCain. Thank you.
No, I want to vote for Obama.
2 votes for McCain.
Come on, it's time for a change.
3 votes for McCain.
No.
6 votes for President McCain.
Hey, I only meant one of those votes for McCain. This machine is rigged. Must tell President McCain. This doesn't happen in America. Maybe Ohio, but not in America.
Right on, man.
He kills him.
And then they put a I voted sticker on his head. Too good.
Oh, man.
Palin's whole, gosh darn it. Oh, Joe.
And if you notice... Did you notice, Opie, at first, here's what she did. And this is another thing. The arrogant... People talk about why he picked Palin, right? Again, I'm talking from... And I'm only talking from gut. This is the problem. I'm only talking from gut. He picked... The way I see it, white people are arrogant to the highest level. He picked her just for a certain section of the votes. First of all, he doesn't believe he's going to die, ever, because his mama's still alive. So he thinks he's going to live to be 127. He might. To him, he's a teenager.
Well, that whole,
doesn't matter.
That whole him dying in office from natural causes
it's just not going to happen. His mama's still alive.
It ain't happening.
He still has a mama at 72.
A heartbeat from the presidency.
Holy yes. So the thing is with her is that she tried to be, and you can tell what happened during this thing. And I was angry at Wheezy from the Jeffersons, who was moderating it, and didn't get in her ass. She actually told her,
"I'm writing a book about Obama.
I'm not going to answer your questions." Black lady.
She couldn't get on her too hard because she's got a book coming out.
Yeah. Nobody got on her too hard, except for your girl, Katie Couric. And she went from trying to know the issues, and they got her in the room and probably beat her with a stick and said, listen, here's what you do. You go out there and you get these dumb mothers who are looking at you like black people looking at Obama, just as a chick. Like, yes, yeah, I'm you. Stop trying to be smart. So that's why she went out there and went, golly. And who wants a soccer mom as their president? Not even soccer mom. Here's the thing about the president. He should be better than you. Your president should be better than the citizens. I don't want my buddy as my president.
Neither do I.
I don't want a palsy-wowsy. And they talk about Obama comes off as good. He's supposed to come off as better than you. He's supposed to run the country. That's what he's supposed to do. You're not supposed to be. I don't want a dude that's like, man, he makes me feel like I'm be in McDonald's and just kick it with him. Oh, man. Hey, O-Dog. Stop. Hey, yo, P.O. What's happening, man?
People who
I don't want that.
They're trying to find how Sarah Palin is good. People are making all these excuses for her. She sucks. She sucks. I get a lot of hate emails over that. She sucks.
Yeah, she's
like on a real level. Be honest with yourself for a second. It's awful. Like at least look at all these other hardcore political broads, what Condoleezza and Pelosi and they would come in and even Hillary. She comes in as what she is. She already has a political point of view. She already exists. She's not going to come in and try to figure it out. This girl is figuring out what she's going to be right in front of our eyes. And people are lying. What? I mean, let me ask you a question. Is it allowed for a Republican to go, she stinks, but I'm gonna still vote for her because I'm a Republican?
Yeah.
Or if Obama said, hey, look, let's call off the debates so we can deal with this. If Obama did that, would the Republicans go, oh, that scared Negro? Like, can you just be honest for a second? Just a second.
Because that's how they operate. That's how politicians operate. It has nothing to do with like race or sex at that point. It's like, what can we do with race and sex to advance us politically?
This Palin situation, I really didn't want to follow how bad she is.
Yeah.
And my friend is when I found out that she has an African witch doctor and nobody is saying a word.
Well, we saw that it obviously didn't work. She probably did it 5 times, and the 5th time it kind of backfired. So let's just say that.
I'm with you, Jim.
Yeah.
Right there.
That was the wrong dance you did there. I'd like my money back.
The hell? It's raining, and I got a kid with a P. Rose haircut. What'd you do wrong here? You mixed up the witchcraft today.
Can you imagine if Obama had a Corky baby anywhere near his
Corky?
Can you imagine if he had a baby like that anywhere? A pregnant 12th cousin.
Now, if he
anywhere
had,
that was a teenager,
if he had a pregnant daughter out of wedlock, people would be going, oh, see how they are?
There they go.
Yeah, I'll agree with you on that
Dirty
one,
Pampers in the Oval Office.
But they turned it into like, look at the loving mom accepting the daughter, and of course the boyfriend. They'll be married. They're going to get married.
Thank you. Can you at least, I'm going to shut up about it. If somebody
it's ridiculous.
Can admit, white people are phony. Just admit it and I'll go.
One of the biggest.
We're all phony.
I admit completely. White people are phony. You're right.
Thank you.
He's completely right.
Yeah,
thank you.
I'll definitely.
We all are.
That.
We all are.
But a bunch of phonies.
White talking about y'all right here. What'd you say?
White people are phony because you're right. They won't talk about Obama being black. They refuse.
Be honest for 5 seconds, would you?
Everyone's so. You know what it is though? I'll tell you something, and I'll play the white devil's advocate here.
Which is redundant. Go ahead.
The phoniness.
Just say I'm playing the advocate now.
The phoniness comes from this fear we have to have to be politically correct because the repercussions cost you things like your job and stuff. And this is directly because of black leaders like Al Sharpton that have put us. Are you
victimizing yourself for being phony? Did you just victimize?
No, not me. I don't give a crap.
Al Sharpton,
but Al
for
Sharpton,
white people's phoniness.
People like Al Sharpton, and just we've been put in this position where we can't be honest lest we lose our jobs.
It all comes back to phony white people. Well, because Sharpton talks to these other phony white people, and they actually listen to him and Jesse Jackson instead of calling them out for things like Freddy's or for things like Hymietown. So that's, to me, it all goes back to phony white people.
Yeah, I know, but we just are put in this. I would love to have open dialogue where people can just all be honest. But
it'd be beautiful.
It just doesn't work. I think we'd have laughs about it. Like black people and white people get in a room and just start really talking and being honest. I think both sides would just be laughing.
To just say 12 felony counts
and I don't mean in
of
prison.
Kidnapping.
It's not much laughter.
I'm going to get you. Please say that. Just say after he has been found guilty of 4 counts of first degree. Yeah. You know, first degree felony kidnapping is, hey, come here, Opie. Put you in a trunk, drive you somewhere, and then call your mama and say, give me $10 million for it. That is felony kidnapping.
First degree felony kidnapping is planning something in which you hold someone
you just
against
Wikipedia. I'm talking from my balls, and you are reading it to the letter answer. Do you understand how white that is?
Wikipedia'd it.
Do you understand that that's the white thing to do is to go,
law.
Wait a second here.
The law.
What it says is...
What's the law?
It's not the letter. Let's talk real. What felony kidnapping is come here, I'm holding you hostage, give me some money. Not give me my stuff. I'm in your presence, give me my stuff. That's robbery. That's some type of coercion.
When you're holding someone against
felony. Will you stop it?
Look, can you let us have our day?
You can have our day.
You guys had it 13 years
back
ago.
in 95.
This is our day.
It's our day.
Let me tell you something. Roddy Piper says something. My favorite wrestler of all time.
You're quoting
Roddy Piper.
We all better be quiet.
He said, just when after he beat up this guy on Piper's Pit, just when you think you have all the answers, I changed the questions. And that's what white people do. When OJ got off, it was, hey, we need to change the judicial system. It's like, as soon as a Negro, I had to say Negro.
Of course.
Does something, white people go, we got to change the rules because we not happy. You change them. As soon as things ain't right, we have to change the ruls.
Don't change the rules.
What?
Change them.
You want them to be changed? Just like Obama.
But that's not the same as changing them.
Just like they're trying to, you stupid.
I want a lot of things.
Just like this Ohio thing, they're setting it up to have him that stole Ohio. When Bush stole, everybody knows. He fixed Florida, but now it's the old thieving Negro.
Everyone knows the election comes down in what? 3 states? Is it Florida, Michigan, and Ohio for the most part?
Los Angeles too, and New York too, man.
Well, no, New York's already determined. This is Obama, Obama state.
It's going to go Democrat, New York.
But it comes down to Ohio, Florida, and what?
And possibly Nevada.
Really? Yep. Okay. But that's it. That's what the election is. They got to make sure they win Ohio. What? Didn't they say something like a president hasn't won an election without winning Ohio?
Forever.
Well, a Republican president. A Republican president.
Is that what it was? All right.
Yeah, not Democrat, because Democrats don't win Ohio necessarily.
Yeah. Hey, can we change gears for a second?
Yes.
We got a great story here. We have another creepy landlord putting in peep cameras. And I think this is out of Ohio, matter of fact.
Of course it is.
So there's your segment.
Norton, you own some real estate in Ohio?
That's my goal in life, is to buy a building and just rent it to girls really cheap. Really? $300 a month? Relax. It's handled.
Just have holes in the wall everywhere.
Oh, please. Ignore that little camera by your toilet pointing up at you. Security.
Right out the toilet.
Yeah. A Cleveland landlord is accused of being a peeping Tom. Dominic Butch Rodriguez faces charges he set up a camera in a bathroom used by his tenants, a mother and her teenage daughters.
I was getting ready for work, and she came to me and said, Mom, there's a camera in the shower. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
After making the discovery, the mother took a picture of the bathroom camera with her cell phone. Another photo of the camera has been filed with court papers. The woman rented an apartment belonging to Rodriguez. She says he told her she and her daughters would have to use the basement bathroom because of plumbing problems.
I think it's crazy. We don't know if we're somewhere on the internet, and I wouldn't know where to begin to look for something like that.
Cleveland sex crimes detectives say the camera was connected to an upstairs VCR. Investigators seized computers, CDs, and videotapes from Rodriguez.
All right, I blame the mother and daughter. And I'll tell you why. Look at this creep. Why would you live in one of his houses?
Yeah. He looks like Santa Claus.
Oh, my God.
Look at this cross-eyed Santa Claus.
He looks from here. I don't know if my eyes are good, but he looks like remember Blade, the first Blade, the thing that he burned with the light, the information. Do you remember the first Blade?
No.
Oh my God! Jesus. But where did he put the camera? In the soap? Like
he had them in a special bathroom in the basement. First of all, that's a bad sign.
But where's the hole at in the bathroom?
It's in the basement, so it's probably like a weird. He probably had it rigged a certain way in the corner on one of the tiles in the basement. He just said they'd use the bathroom in the basement because of plumbing problems.
All right, Norton, where would you put the camera?
Probably, I would put it in the ceiling fan, and I would have one I would have black tiles and multicolored tiles with different patterns on them.
Distraction.
I would have it be camera patterns on all of them.
It would be with little eyeballs painted all over the tiles.
That's actually brilliant.
Are you enjoying your Canon wallpaper?
Right. Would I be crazy to have a camera hidden among all these?
Yeah. You might, pervert. You might.
Right, this camera wallpaper. I would go with the Scarface clock myself.
Yeah. With the 12 gone.
Yeah, you know.
The big, huge number 12 gone out of the clock.
I'm trying to think of where a camera could be that you would never, like in your own house, where have you never looked and go, wait a minute, is there a camera right there?
It all comes down to what you are trying to accomplish with this. Because I'd be happy with the booby shots myself. I don't need an upskirt.
If you're doing that, you need the full dirtiness. If you're just putting.
Where would you go? I would have to go chest level.
Alarm keypad.
Where you'd never look.
Alarm keypad would be good.
I'm trying to think of my house and where I've never would. For me, there's no camera.
I'd put the camera under the continents.
Now, vents aren't good. Someone's thinking in a vent. Vents aren't good. You see them. You can see that crap.
Yeah, because I've taken dumps and I've just sat there and just, when you're taking a dump, you just look.
Yeah.
Around.
So where can I put a camera?
Well, you can put it in the shower head. But you'd be suspicious because there's no water coming through.
One little hole, there's no water coming out of it.
No water coming out there.
A red blinking light in your shower. Plus, they have to come off sometimes. You have to put it in something that's probably not going to be touched for years.
Permanent. It's got to be, something that's not going to be touched.
I'll bet you it was a lighting fixture in the shower. I'll bet you he had lighting fixtures in the shower.
Like the recessed in the...
Because chances are he's the one who's going to be changing those bulbs anyway. Yeah. Or it was in the pattern in the lighting thing.
Big old 80s camcorder swinging from a cord.
That is strange.
Yeah. All right, we got to take a break. Patrice O'Neill.
Chuck Berry had it in the toilet.
That does nothing for me.
It was a Polaroid, too. It was really inconvenient. You had to keep sneaking in.
PatriceO'Neill.com. That's what we promote right now. Why not?
Yeah.
Hey,
for all your show dates.
Whatever.
Jimmy?
Boston. I think November 15th, the Wilbur Theater. I don't know if there's tickets available, but I think there might be for that third show, which is not sold out yet.
Oh, that's the new Comedy Connection, right?
Yes. Yeah. All right.
Friday late show.
And local hockey fans, stay right where you are. You got a chance to win some Devils tickets in moments. Stay there. Opie and Anthony. The show's flying by this morning. Opie and Anthony, Jim Norton, Patrice O'Neill. I got this for Patrice. We found it.
As simple as this. Just when they think they got the answers, I change the question.
I like that.
That's it. That's the great Roddy Piper, baby.
Oh, yeah. You following the baseball, Patrice?
No. But the Red Sox, I know one thing. If I was a Red Sox fan, I'd like to beat the dog doo-doo out of Manny. He just decided I'm not going to work, and then he went to Dodgers and became a Superman.
Yeah.
You're
right.
I'm not even into baseball. I know, man. This is how you know things is going when you don't care. This is how I know Wayne Gretzky is famous and Tiger Woods is famous. Because I don't pay attention to hockey or golf, and I know these guys exist. I don't pay attention to baseball, and I know what Manny's doing. Mm-hmm. Manny is a monster right now.
By the way, Gretzky retired about 10 years ago.
But I'm saying, when he played, you know what I mean? Just the idea of, holy mother.
You never sat through a hockey game, but you know who Gretzky is.
I don't care about baseball
He's nailing this Manny thing. The Dodgers are just, they moved on, they beat the Cubs, and...
By himself, he changed the scope of a team.
That was Boston being dummies once again, letting another high-profile player go.
He was being a jerk.
They hated him in Boston. They couldn't wait to get rid of him.
He stopped playing. What am I going to do if he stops playing? If you come in here and you just stop being funny, what good are you, even though you're good?
I'll bet you it was because, and again, I'm not saying he's right to do this, but it was probably over ugly contract negotiations, and he knew that he was going to walk. I'm guessing, which I'm not saying it's right, but those dumbbells have let too many good players go.
This is why I'm not that upset about the Patriots. I think the Patriots do it. I think they just let people go, and they're reaping what they sow a little bit. They just let people go. They go, we this team concept thing. They just let you walk away. But the Red Sox are doing well though. The Red Sox kind of don't need Manny right now.
Yeah, they're still in it. And the Patriots won as well.
Did they win last night?
Who?
The Red Sox.
Oh, yeah.
No, they lost. No.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Angels beat the Red Sox. You're right.
They did, 12 innings or something?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's true. And then this dumb Brewers are out of it.
They should be, right?
The Phillies beat the Brewers, but I haven't seen like the Brewers play in years. And I remember the story.
Fielder's son plays for them.
Yeah, yes. And the game was on yesterday, and I forgot because I remember when the story came out. Remember the mascot used to kind of like slide into a big mug of beer, and the team's called the Brewers,
right?
So it made perfect sense. But the politically correct people out there, got that one too. So now he kind of like
it resembled a car accident.
He kind of jumps into a pool of water. It's not beer, and
he's not like Jim.
Why? But they took that away from the fans up there. That miserable place that is Milwaukee. They had one thing, the dumb mascot goes into his mug of beer.
That's ridiculous.
And they took that away.
Some teams ain't supposed to win. No one wants to see the Milwaukee Brewers.
No.
They're just a team that should just be around because you need teams to play. But to watch them go any further than...
Yeah, they're like the friggin', what is that? Who plays the Harlem Globetrotters?
Yeah.
But... The Generals, yeah.
The Generals, that's what they are. They're like the Generals.
Who needs it? No one. They're just somebody to watch play.
Patrice, you're so right, because I'm, obviously we want to be in touch with the NFL and stuff, and I'm looking like, what games matter? And it's filled with a bunch of teams that are just there for other teams to beat.
Tennessee Titans are undefeated.
Right.
Really?
Right.
The old Houston Oilers are undefeated? No one cares. How about that?
Right.
How about who cares?
What are some of the teams that are just there for other people to beat them up?
The Buffalo Bills.
They're Buffalo. What are you, insane? 3-1.
They're there. They're again, Milwaukee Brewers were good enough to make it to be interesting. Buffalo Bills are a team to just
I strongly
watch play.
Disagree with that one, but go ahead.
Who wants to see? That's why the gods of football wouldn't let them win when they went to the Super Bowl 4 years in a row. No one cares. No one wants to see the world champs Buffalo Bills.
It was the Illuminati. Nothing good can come out of the Bills winning the Super Bowl.
We want to see Chicago. We want to see L.A. Mm-hmm. We want to see Boston. Mm-hmm. We want to see New York.
Dallas.
Does anyone want to see
Miami?
Dallas is in there.
Dolphins, Cowboys, yes.
No, nobody cares. Nobody wants to see Miami. Even though Miami's good, but no one wants to see
There's better teams to pick on, like the Bengals.
The Bengals.
No, Cincinnati, they're there just so there's a lot of games to be played.
Let me tell you, Ohio deserves not a champion, except for Ohio State. No one wants to see Ohio win anything.
Why can't you give them a championship?
Fully.
You know how cold and miserable it is? Get the homeless zombies. Give them a championship.
Poor Cleveland does have nothing. They have a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's a bunch of homeless people.
And that shouldn't be there. They should cancel the lease and move that to somewhere where I can go see it.
You don't want to see it.
Football Hall of Fame should leave there. It should be in New York. Every Hall of Fame should be in New York. It should be someplace where people go.
Well, you don't like going to Springfield, Massachusetts?
That's what I'm saying. I watched the Hall of Fame induction ceremonies, NBA.
Right.
I'm going, there was, Pat Riley was on stage. His entire team came to see him. And all I kept thinking was, What hotel are they staying in? Are they in a Springfield Hilton?
That's some kind of comfort inn.
Where is AC Green sleeping tonight?
There's a bus waiting for them, and they go right back to New York.
No kidding.
Or they go to Boston.
They probably had to bring their own blankets and pillows to the comfort inn.
Is Magic Johnson at the Four Seasons in Springfield, Massachusetts?
No. They have a 2 seasons, not a 4 seasons. They don't have a 4 seasons.
That's all I can do is say,
ever been to Springfield?
Look at these suits. They don't even have one of those steamers in the closet.
Dude, I went once, and half the stuff was falling off the walls and stuff. It was an S-hole. Supposedly they pumped money into the thing and made it nice again.
This is the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, I went, like, the pictures were peeling out of the plaques and everything. It was bad news.
And I'm going to tell you, out of Hall of Fames, which is interesting to me, like, again, I think it's an interesting concept because, I mean, as a person, I don't respect the Hall of Fame, but I'm going to tell you what Hall of Fame I do respect is baseball's Hall of Fame. They don't let you in. Like, they don't play around. Like, football kind of plays around and basketball plays around, but baseball, you can't get in. Unless you're for real. They just don't play
500 home runs. You got to have certain things will get you in regardless.
Wow.
500 home runs is one of them. X amount of wins.
Well,
but they will keep a lot of people out.
But there's a reason. I went to the Baseball Hall of Fame probably 20 years ago. Back then, there wasn't room for all the guys. You had to go down hall after hall after hall.
There's not a lot of guys in the Baseball Hall of Fame.
They just don't have a lot of room anymore.
I mean, baseball's been around for, 110 years or something crazy? And, I mean, they won't let Pete Rose in. And again, just to let you know that I'm not a full-on racial guy.
Yeah.
Pete Rose is just an injustice.
It really
to
is.
not let that man. I'm saying like this, even if he was betting, he's not being let in because he was betting.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say he was betting. He broke all these records and he was betting.
Right.
So if he was playing it straight, he would have 10,000 hits. Like he has more hits than anybody, and he was cheating.
Yeah.
But he was not cheating in terms of drugs. He was cheating and betting and still was the best player there was.
You can't have a Hall of Fame if the guy that has the most hits ever is not in it. It's stupid.
Just put him in.
His arrogance is what kept him out. Had he come clean a lot sooner and they would have eventually forgiven him.
It's Stalinism.
Such a prick.
It's like Stalin.
Well,
he did not exist. Make it like he never existed.
They should put him in the basement of the
something.
At least in the basement. All right, here he is.
Pete, go downstairs.
Look, we had to.
He's near the boiler.
He has that haircut like Chagall from No Country for Old Men.
Yeah, that's a new one. Bill's 4-1. I just want to make that correction.
I'm just saying, no offense to Buffalo. I'm just saying it's one of those teams. Let's be honest. Here's the thing. People kill me with their loyalty to things that aren't loyal to them. Mm-hmm. Like, Cleveland's loyal to Cleveland, but they're not loyal to you. Just shut your face for a minute and think about it on a high level. I'm a Patriots fan. I'm a Celtics fan. But look, I've never been able to say this to Boston people. We've been losers. All of a sudden, with this culture of winning, Boston stunk my entire life.
Right.
In sports. For a stretch in the 80s, they were good in basketball. For a stretch in the 60s, 50s and 60s, I wasn't even born. Bill Russell. And Bill Russell hates Boston because they treat him like a damn dirty ape. That's what Boston do, make you run out of there. Yeah. So he hates it. But they were good then. The Patriots stunk my entire life. They stunk.
People forget.
The 85 Bears, they're still putting alcohol swabs on the beating that the Bears gave them. They lost to the Green Bay Packers. Drew Bledsoe got hurt, and Tom Brady, God bless him, comes in and we win. But we're not a culture of winning. So, and the Red Sox, please don't be frustrated. There were people who had great-grandparents who were born and died of old age and did not see the Red Sox win anything.
And all of a sudden, Boston is walking around like, look, we're winners. With an attitude like,
just be happy. You don't boo your people. Just be happy. We're winners now. But remember, the Celtics we didn't win for 20
It wrecked everything, though.
Years.
It wrecked everything because then people didn't know what to do with themselves with the winning team.
You were born and graduated college.
Right. And had nothing.
And never seen you know what I mean?
Let's go to Peter in Massachusetts. Peter?
Hey, you guys couldn't be more right about, or Patrice couldn't be more right about Springfield. That's where I live, and the city is such a joke. Right on the other side of where the Hall of Fame is, on the other side of the interstate, it's like crack central. You got Latin gangs selling drugs left and right. And it used to be, they tore it down a couple years ago, but there used to be a county jail right next to the Hall of Fame. So,
and a Greyhound bus station, right?
Oh,
yeah, it's a joke.
Well, the county jail,
people all over the place.
They wanted to make it easy for the players to, come and visit the guys that were getting in.
Oh, that's all I was doing. I'm watching Pat Riley go, thank you very much. I'm looking at Akeem Olajuwon, Patrick Ewing, Adrian Dantley, all his players, and they were just sitting there, and I'm going, what?
It was a pretty impressive class.
Where at somebody's house? At some old lady's house who's made him a pie and said, come on in?
And you've never been there. It is, I don't understand why it's still in Springfield. It just should not be
because that's
there.
where it was invented, but.
Was Jabbar there?
Jabbar wasn't there, but he had everybody. Magic. He had everybody. Michael Thompson, James Worthy. They all were sitting there with their beautiful suits, and they didn't even have a hotel that could hang their suits properly.
No.
James Worthy have a prostitute with him? How do you not love Big Game James? Give me a hooker in Seattle,
he's in some smoking room because they ran out of room, so he's got to deal with someone else's cigarette smoke.
It's amazing where these Hall of Fames are. I'm never going to go to the Football Hall of Fame.
Hell no. Let's go to
Canton, Ohio, which is not even Cleveland. Where's Canton?
I wouldn't even be able to point out Canton on a map.
Who the hell?
For the God's honest truth. Lance in Cincinnati, how are you?
Lance! Pretty good, guys.
What's up, Lance?
Just a flare, Lance.
Dude, I grew up in Milwaukee, and we used to watch Bernie Brewer slide down that slide into the beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, talk about political correctness. Now he just goes down a longer slide and waves a flag.
Yeah. That's what he should do. Because Bernie Brewer is a douche.
And they're going to change the shape of his nose, too, by the way, soon. As soon as some mom goes, that looks like a thingy-majiggy. Because you've seen that mascot, right?
Yeah.
It's got some funny...
I won't look at it.
Phallic nose?
Uncircumcised face.
Look, there he is with the big, ridiculous, over-the-top yellow mustache.
I would actually turn away from the TV when the Brewers are so inconsequential. They just screw them in the National League. They're like, you're not American leaguers anymore. What do you mean the pitchers have to hit?
You know what, Jimmy? You're right.
But that's what I'm saying.
Used to be an AL team.
Don't get angry if you're Milwaukee. Like, these people are so devoted to fighting for their town. It's like, look, just don't. Pittsburgh stinks as a town. But stop. But the Steelers, I don't know why they're great and why you want to see them win, because Pittsburgh itself is kind of one of those. If it wasn't for the Steelers, you would go, who wants to see?
The Brewers have a great stadium, though. Did you watch any of the games? It's a sick-looking stadium. All right, Lance.
It's freaking giant.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, Matt Man from Marblehead, Mass. He writes, BS, Patrice, 4 teams from Boston have won more championships than any other city in the last 50 years. But a lot of it happened before our lifetime.
Yes.
The Celtics were winning
11 championships from 50. I don't know the exact dates, but it was Bill Russell and Bob Cousy.
The Celtics were winning
whole time. They didn't win after that.
That doesn't count because they were they had the 2-hand set shot.
Thank you.
They were white guys throwing hook shots.
Dunking was illegal.
They're wearing short shorts because there weren't no African players yet.
It was only 2 black people in the whole NBA.
That was
and 2 of them was on the Celtics.
Yeah.
And the Red Sox have never won, by the way. Let's stop that. And then the Patriots. What is he talking about?
Well, a lot of Celtics victories.
Well,
but there are also 6 teams in the league.
Okay, my lifetime, the Celtics won 81, 84, 86.
In
1981, 84, 86. I'm 38 years old. I was a young man. Now I got to get my prostate checked. Since the Boston Celtics had won a championship. Since.
Wow.
Stop.
You need to check. I know a Dominatrix. It's a heck of a rate.
Nice poke as it falls on the floor.
Or you don't mind being spit on while it's checked.
What were you saying about Dominatrix, by the way, during the break, Jimmy?
Oh, just before that, I think it's a good time to go see one because they're right now, they're running for their lives because they're busting some of them for being prostitutes, which most of them aren't. But yeah, they said business down 70% in New York.
Down 70%.
So if you have
wait a minute, it's it's a crime to just stomp on somebody?
No, but I guess they were defining certain things as prostitution. Maybe a couple of them were straying, but they were getting everybody.
So if I pay, the argument is if I pay you to punch me in my nose, that's not prostitution.
Oh, it's not. It's actually not. But I mean, a couple of them would probably go over and do more than they're supposed to.
Yeah.
But you can pay a prostitute to do what a dominatrix does.
Not as well, though. A prostitute will be awful. The dom is good.
Well,
dom has a lot of
that's
years.
why you have to say,
I'm not really
spell it out and
Are you
say,
into that?
what?
Not most
Dominatrix thing? Not at all. Not one iota. When we have them on the show sometimes,
we laugh.
And they're like, okay, which one of you is going to be my bitch? Yeah. I get the whip, and I'm just like, shut up. I could turn around and snap your neck.
I don't have any guilt.
Like, I'll just...
don't kick me in my scrotum. I'm not a guilty guy. I didn't do nothing to nobody.
I don't have guilt.
I don't fire people from their jobs, and you want me to stomp in my guts? No.
I don't like this empowered, friggin' violent, empowered chick thing.
I don't like my nipples pinched hard. Like, I don't like none of that pain.
Yeah, I'm gonna whip you, but I'm gonna show you, and then I'm gonna hold back and not give you any... Shut up! Lay down and take it.
You have a good dom spit.
Take it like a man. I mean,
good dom holds your face and spits in your mouth properly.
Oh God!
I'm telling you,
spit it right back at her.
It can be.
How can that ever be sexy?
The humiliation thing. What did you do? Why do you feel guilty?
Spit in your mouth?
Why do you?
No, I don't.
No. But what you're into is humiliation. But why? Yeah. What did you do? What is your problem?
I'm into that as one thing, but I'm also into humiliating. I'm also into all of it. It's like when you're hooked on something, you just go for all. It's like drinking. You can't say why you're hooked on vodka.
I understand what you're saying, but there's being humiliated is a whole it's a guilt thing. It's like, what did you do to feel guilty about so that somebody can do certain things to you?
I don't know if it is a guilt thing, though. I really don't know, or if it's just once you've done so many things, you just got to keep reaching and keep finding other things to extend it.
But that's pain, though. That dominatrix thing.
Pain.
You're not into getting kicked?
No, I'm not even a submissive, really. Lightly, I'm a light submissive.
You get tied up and all that?
No.
What's the spitting in the mouth, though? I really don't get
kiss. Spitting in the mouth is like a kiss.
I'm not against it.
You would take some. No. I said that's different. When you're kissing and you change and spit, it's different than her spitting in your mouth.
Man.
Yeah, I'm not against that. I'm not.
Wait. You swallow spit all day long. It comes out of your friggin' saliva, your salivary glands, and you swallow it. But you wouldn't spit in a glass and then drink it.
No, I wouldn't do that.
That's kind of
right.
But it's the exact same thing.
Look at Stunt Brain. He's trying to have that yucky, but he's a middle-aged white guy. You know he's into all kind of disgust. He's disgusting.
This guy's had some clamps on him before.
I know his wife is probably in the trunk right now. He lets him out when he gets home from
As long as the dom has good breath.
Clamps.
Good breath, very important. But good breath and mouthful of spit, oh my God.
Does it feel like a slug or anything?
No,
it's just, you know what? I like
Comes
that.
over and spits in her mouth from her last client.
I like women. I like to watch girls, mess with my nipples, lick my nipples. Watching girls do creepy stuff is really sexy. Just watching them do just stuff they can't do. Like, we could be dirty right now, and they expect it, but girls just gotta be girls all the time. And when you can get them to just do something horrifying. I told you that time, I just, in England, I just saw a girl go behind a dumpster and just pee.
Oh, yeah.
My body was shaking. I don't know why I was so horny watching it.
That's like some kind of animal instinct
I don't know what the hell that was.
And it was different.
Yeah.
And most doms, I'll say this, that I've met were not particularly good. But the ones I've met that were good.
Norton's such a businessman about it. TCS.
Yeah.
But I mean, the ones I've met that were good.
Not good.
A woman who's really good at being a dominatrix. I mean, the subtle stuff, like owning you sexually. A good dom can own you sexually, because that's what every man wants. We want a woman who we like, who can make us want to have sex. I don't mean own you by spanking you, dominating you.
Ultimately, they're the E. And when I say that, I can't, they're the
FE,
the FE. When it all boils down to it, they're the FE.
When you're laying on the bathroom floor, you don't look at it that way. You just open and swallow as you've been instructed to do.
God.
I mean, I don't know what you would do. Maybe you're belligerent. I'm a man who listens. Maybe you don't know how to follow instructions.
You don't want to be impolite, right?
Why would I?
Yeah.
I got bang when I get stuff all over my own floor.
Oh, God damn. I just don't get it. I watched a video of this guy, this old man, it was just two teenage girls just kicking him in his crotch.
Wow.
And he just shaking with love.
Digging it.
Like, man.
Just loving it, right?
You don't even breathe hard next to my groin. Don't even cough near it. Be very careful.
That's the music. We got to get out of here. Patrice, thanks for the energy today. We greatly appreciate it. We're going to continue on Sirius XM satellite radio.
Yes.
Jimmy's heading to JFK, right?
Oh, Jimmy.
Y'all packed up right now, Jim?
Yeah, I got
his suitcases right there.
Flights. I got the Tonight Show tomorrow, and then Chelsea Handler on Wednesday.
How can you have the Tonight Show tomorrow? It's tonight. But it's tomorrow.
Yo, are you on tonight?
I'm on tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
You doing some stand-up or you just straight sit down?
Just panel.
Straight to the couch.
Look at that.
Jim.
That's Jim.
I'm very happy.
We'll see Jimmy later this week, all right?
I'll be back Thursday or Friday, yeah.
We look forward to the stories, my friend. All right. That's it.
All righty.
That's all we got.
Oh, by one more thing. The Down and Dirty that aired is on demand as of tonight. People have been asking me who missed it. It's on demand tonight, the Artie Lang episode. And next week is Jim Jeffries, Dice, and Kevin Shea. And Patrice is either in 2 weeks or 3. Nice.
And we didn't get to Andrew. Cleveland also has the Poker Hall of Fame and the Softball Hall of Fame.
Delicious.
Softball Hall of Fame. Almighty.
We leave with Patrice. What are we promoting, Patrice?
Addison, Texas, which is like the Dallas Improv, I think they're calling it.
Yeah.
It's the Dallas Improv. I'm there this weekend, Thursday through Sunday.
Very cool. All right, have a good day. Yeah, hostile takeover, so they're not going to use their name.
They're the honcho.
My God, man.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to pot up Sarah Palin's talking live right now?
Oh, is she?
Could be good, could be bad. Let's see what she's doing right now.
Well, a lot of applause. They load the audience up. That's what they do with these things.
Well, why would that work?
They don't let. They don't leave it to chance.
Because that's the PC sound.
Oh, cable. That was my fault.
Oh,
thanks, Dave.
Oh.
You guys. Thank you.
The applause. They load these audiences up.
Senator McCain. Senator McCain served our nation in uniform for 22 years. 5.5 years he was a POW. In fact, it was after graduating from the Naval Academy. He was stationed right here in Florida. That's where he learned to do what he does here in Florida.
Pick shitty vice presidential candidates.
In Florida, it was in your skies that he trained to become a naval aviator. And Senator McCain is proud to have been part of Florida's strong tradition of military service. And today, we're proud of all the Floridians who have worn our country's uniform. Your state is home to millions.
Millions. And I like your oranges.
Florida is home to millions of our veterans and many of our nation's active duty soldiers and airmen. And they continue to keep our nation strong and secure. And I know that here in the audience there are veterans, there are those who are serving today. Would you do me the honor? Raise your hand. Let us applaud you.
Oh, stop, you phony.
She's like the easy pickup in a bar.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know, you could just talk.
So, and she's getting a little drunk. What do you want to do?
Yeah, you can talk circles around her.
Yeah.
Thank you, and we love you guys.
Oh, it's a big flag behind her made of people's shirts.
Oh, wow.
See what they did? See what they did there? Should we bail on this?
In just 29 days,
see what she says.
It will be the time for choosing in this election. And here's how I look at the choice that we face.
Oh, here we go.
In politics, there are some candidates
white people or
change to just promote their careers. And then there are those
look behind Obama.
like
His
John
is
McCain
of a bunch of black kids shaped as a fist. That's Obama's flag. His flag is a knife cutting a white woman's throat. That's what his flag's made out of.
When principles and political independence matter a lot more than just the party line, as Senator Lieberman just told you, it matters
Herr Lieberman.
than just the party line. John McCain is his own man. He doesn't run
I hope
with
so.
the Washington
Whose man are you?
And he and I don't just talk about change. We're the only candidates in this race with a track record of actually making change happen.
Really? See, by change, I think Obama means a black guy in the White House. That's something you can't compete with.
As mayor and as a governor, I reminded people that government is not always the answer.
Reading from Whackbag.
In fact, government
She's like the leader of a
problem.
pledge drive.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got
Get back to the show.
And we put government
Send me my tote
back
bag.
on the side of the people.
What?
As mayor,
You did?
I eliminated taxes on personal property.
All right.
And I eliminated taxes.
In 4 years, she's going to be worth $1 billion from all the earrings she sells on Home Shopping Network.
Let me show you my new brooch that I came out with. It's a vice presidential loser brooch.
And where are you at with this? Because I know you don't like this.
I'm voting for the president of the United States.
I understand that.
I'm not voting for this bitch or stupid fucking a leaky sprinkler of veins in his head Biden. I'm voting for the fucking president. And I think McCain is more my speed than Obama is.
Yeah.
I'm not gambling on who's going to croak in the fucking White House. You know? What happens? Yes, sir?
I'm really enjoying
your food, obviously. Besides that.
Good stuff.
Is that watermelon?
I don't eat watermelon. I'm white. I eat grapefruit.
That's the oldest racist joke in the book.
I know. Well, I went with the swimming one, too.
Fried chicken. Good, but...
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yes, sir?
Yes, yes.
Anthony's cooling down a little.
What do you mean?
Did you hear that?
What do you mean?
It was the same hate rhetoric, but...
Right.
A little...
Same hate rhetoric. Don't want to confuse that.
A little less inflammatory. It's more like a...
Yeah.
It seems like a... This is what I got.
I'm almost a beaten man at this point.
You really are...
I feel...
did you feel that a little bit, Hope?
Mm-hmm.
He goes, fuck that. I'm not voting for... See how you kind of... It's like... I'm not sure what the profile is, but... You hate her. Now you're like,
I
fuck
don't
that.
like her.
You wanted to just completely... But intrinsically, you're an honest man.
I try.
And you couldn't deal with the lie of supporting...
No, I'm not going to sit here and go, she makes the great vice presidential candidate. She doesn't.
So you had to invent a new thing that I'm voting for the president. But let's be honest, you're voting for the ticket.
No, I'm voting for my...
She will be your president if you vote. If you're voting for him as president, you're also voting for her to be your president just in case.
It's a gamble. It's a crapshoot here. It's a gamble. I'm not going to bet on him dying in the next 4 years. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. I'm betting he stays alive for 4 years in the White House. She does not become president.
By the way, stop with the hot shit with her. Her stomach probably looks like lasagna tire tracks.
Oh, squirting all those kids out.
Oh, it looks like a horror film, the end of a horror movie.
Yeah.
That's what her gut looks like.
Just awful.
Just a stretched out belly.
I am tired of that fucking hairdo. I am tired of that beehive on her fucking head. Let that hair down.
When are they going to interview this bum of a husband that she has?
That's what I want to hear. Not a peep. Not a peep out of that guy. Because he's probably a dolt. An Alaskan fucking snowmobile ride.
Those kids are his? I don't think all those kids are his.
Oh, gee. Well,
come
he
on,
probably ain't claiming the last one.
I'm saying, I'm not positively sure. I think that he's a stepdad type of dude.
Really?
I don't think that all the kids are his. Like, not saying that she's cheating. I'm saying that
she had kids with someone else.
I think
we would know that by now.
Yeah, that'd be.
I don't think that came out, did it?
You gotta look at MediaTakeout.com.
Oh, boy. What is that?
One of those militant sites?
Nah, Media Takeout is like the Black TMZ. It's very popular.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I like the TMZ. I gotta check it
Black
out.
TMZ. It's a fucking... You should type it up, man. The Black Media Takeout, man. It's very... It's fucking... It's very...
Media Takeout,
guilty pleasure, man. They'll tell you all the black news.
It's black news or black celebrity crap, all
black
that.
Celebrities, but they'll throw in some shit about white people just to make sure people know about it.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
I've been going to a lot of sites, too. Different sites. I go to like Aryan Nation sites and things like that, and just to see what they're thinking. Like, I want to know.
That's what every guy that goes there says.
I want to know because, like Patrice says, this white phoniness that's going around with Obama. Yes, I'm voting Obama, and there's just this overall phoniness. I want to see what the racists, the hardcore fucking racists, are saying about this.
Have you ever met a reasonable racist? Meaning, like, okay, I have a reasonable discussion about race and I'm racist.
Yeah.
Like, not like these frothing at the mouth guys who actually will go, he's kind of good. I like him, but he's a nigga.
I've heard reasonable racists.
Anthony Cumia.
Oh, thank you. Like, there's the skinheads that are just in a, stomping on heads and stuff like that, and that, that's just the company line there with them. But then there's the people that really, that motivate those people through this, with what is obviously hate speech, but they do it in a way that's very articulate.
It's very difficult to deal with. You know what it is with white people? There's no, it's hard. It's no gray area racist. Like, meaning it's either you're a fucking animal.
Balls out fucking,
with
head
tattoos
stomping
on your eyelids of
right.
somebody choking Thelma from Good Times on your back. A tattoo of somebody raping Thelma from Good Times. Or you're a guy who's never even thought the word in your life.
Yeah.
There's never a conversation, like that middle area, racial, which is my thing, where there's racist and then there's racial.
Is that racist light? Racial? What is it? Because I heard you use it a lot, but I don't really know what you mean by it.
I think racist is, I fucking hate you cause this, even if cause this is not legitimate. I think racial is, you've had life experience. You've had, like, for me, Asians, it's a racial thing with me.
Okay.
If I've met some, and I'm gonna be honest, they're usually in San Francisco, the Fast and the Furious ones, who are not the ones I don't like. And the ones when I deal with the ones I don't like, or even the Indians, the fucking Hindus, I don't want anything bad to happen to them. It's just, I go, oh, God. Like, sometimes, like, Indian women, and I'm just being honest, man, the look they have, like, for me, I will be the villain to white people. Like, I go, that's the way it is, I'm gonna deal with that. I don't like being the villain to some raggedy Indian woman who has these awful clothes, these giant genie pants, and this culture that treats them like dog shit. And I'm the villain.
And you're the bad guy.
Your husband, look at your husband stinks. He's wearing, a
dress,
a top hat with pajama bottoms on. Your kids are dressed all, and you're looking at me like I'm the villain of this country, which is, I think, what the media does to niggas, where it's like I'm the villain to these third world motherfuckers, and they treat me how white people treat me. Like, I don't want to go get treated like by a fucking the 14-year-old girl that's the daughter of the guy that owns the Chinese restaurant, and she treats me like shit. She can't speak English, but she's frustrated because she can't understand that I don't want onions in my motherfucking chicken fried rice. You understand what I'm saying?
Are you still being treated like shit, though?
Like dog.
Are you really?
Shit.
Purely based on race?
But purely based on race. That's why I treat and this is the training being in Boston. Being in Boston give me this training. I know how to be a smarmy cocksucker. I know how to annoy white people, not just by being like a big black motherfucker walking down the street trying to scare you, but I really know how to look at you and go, ugh, I'm just better than you. I know how to treat white people like shit. I know how to be smarmy. I know how to be condescending. I know how to be arrogant, and I know how to go, ugh.
That's a smart way to
Today, walking out the door.
Get back at him,
This little passive-aggressive little white girl, or whatever she was coming in with her I gotta get to work card, and she was coming straight ahead, and I guess she thought I was supposed to move out her way. Did not happen.
Ooh.
And I didn't go big nigger style on her.
No.
I went, not moving. And I did the I shoot her.
Shoot her with your hand
around.
like shoe.
Say, go that way.
Go away.
Ugh.
Yucky.
Did she give you the look?
Did she look at you all?
Like she was thinking the N-word inside?
Guaranteed she was thinking it. She was thinking it.
Because ultimately she feels protected, which she should. Nothing going to happen to her.
Not there,
but I enjoy ruining the day. And here's the thing. I guess if you had to ask me something that really bothered me about society right now, really bothering me, is the willingness, and we, the $700 billion buyout, the banks closing, the this and the that. You know who a lot of responsibility is? Us. If the president says, all right, look, America, you get ready to get fucked. You need the help of Americans to fuck America.
Yeah.
And the idea that there's so many people willing to fuck another person, to tell another person you're fired, to tell another person that it's going to cost you $500 a month for health care and you only make $1,000 a month. So you probably won't be able to get health care. For somebody to tell another motherfucker, we're going to take some of your 401k. The president can't do that. A fucking cocksucker. One of your peers, one of your compadres has to push a button or call your home and threaten to take your house. Another person, another human being that hides behind, I gotta feed my family. Do you think taking food out of another family's mouth ultimately helps your family? You fucking idiot. You're just down with the system. And I say this. Who was worse? Who was worse? A guy who goes, I don't like Jews. I want them all dead. But I need some help. I need a whole bunch of motherfuckers to help me kill the Jews.
Right.
And there's a line of motherfuckers willing to do that. The people who are willing to fuck other people. Like, the president can say anything. Now, if you say, take this motherfucker's money or you're fired, right? And I go, nah, I can't do this. All right, you're fired.
Then you're
fired.
Then
the next person takes it and you go, nah. If we, at some point, and I know this is ridiculous because it
could never happen,
it's not true.
Right? Yeah.
But if we stopped fucking each other for just as something as bullshit nobility as my job. Your job is to call my house and threaten to take it from me. Your job is to tell me that, okay, there's something I call pre-existing. I got diabetes, right? So I didn't have health insurance. I would just pay my medicine straight out, go to the doctor, pay for that. So I got health insurance. These motherfuckers tell me, this is somebody's job. Tell me, the pre-existing condition is you can't get health care if you already got some shit.
Which is just amazing, by the way, if you break it down.
So
that's the whole reason you need
I gotta
these people.
wait for a year with the disease that I have before I can get help with my disease.
They want to make sure you're not really fucked up.
Can we slow that point down just a second? Because that is amazing. The whole reason you have health care is to try to get healthier if you do have something, but they have come up with a way not to treat people that actually need treating.
It's like, we're the insurance company, so you pay us money, and then if you need medical care, we pay for it.
Right.
Okay. No, but if you have anything, we don't. We want healthy people to pay us so we never have to pay out. We just want you to pay in.
I want to really just take some time with this.
And there's a person, there's a fucking person that you call, and that motherfucker's job is to tell you that.
To tell you, well, you
at the airport, there's somebody's job to tell you got to pay $100 more to bring your bag on, because it's 60 pounds, it's not 52 pounds.
Right.
Your job is to tell me that.
And the plane's still going to fly with the luggage.
Your job is to fuck other people.
But it's like
That's
you said.
why we're losing.
But it's like
That's
you said.
why we're losing.
But it's like you said, if they don't do it, then they lose their job.
That's the whole idea.
Yeah.
But your family, if you're willing to fuck my family for the sake of a company that's fucking my family, your family safe? You fucking idiot.
For that moment. People just live moment to moment. So,
stupid.
Yeah, if your job is to fuck somebody else over to keep your family in food and shelter, people are going to do it.
Yeah.
Hey. Yeah, you don't think of it like, they're another human being or that. It's a company asset that has to be, or a detriment.
But that's what
liability.
Happened to this guy, the cop that killed himself, that taser. He had his humanity after the fact. He sat there, he goes, God damn, this guy died for the sake of his job. And I understand, I was talking about tasers. People are having heart attacks from these fucking tasers.
Yeah.
Look, I got high blood pressure. I'm almost 40. And I can understand, don't tase me, bro. Don't tase me, you other guy that's just like me. You're not better than me. You just took this job and now you have domain over my life to decide my fate.
Well, then lay the fuck down.
But people are laying down, dude. People are really saying, "Don't tase me, bro." Motherfuckers are rampant with the tasering. There's a taser problem.
It's people that yell "Don't tase me" while they're still resisting.
Man, fuck that.
I've not seen one video.
Do you think Rodney King was resisting?
Fuck yeah!
I wish you know what?
Rodney King was a resisting motherfucker.
What, the part when
especially the beginning of the part that wasn't videotaped.
Reginald Denny was resisting too.
Yeah.
He was moving. He should have just laid
Dummy. Dummy should have fucking plowed through. He should have road warriored those motherfuckers with the front of his truck.
You gotta give it some time though. The tasering thing it's a new instrument. It's fun, so they're using it. Yeah, a couple more years go by.
Fun.
Motherfuckers are dying, and now the police are killing
themselves.
themselves.
These guys get
because of that guilty conscience.
These guys get the new weapons, and you have fun with it for a while.
But this motherfucker had
It's called less lethal, not non-lethal, by the way. That's what some people are gonna die.
And those fucking beanbags that come out of guns and fly as hard as a bullet.
Fucking take out that girl's eye in Boston after they won the.
Oh man!
Remember that shit? Fucking cop blasted her with some shotgun with a beanbag. It went right through her fucking eyeball.
I thought they had every right to taser that guy. The cops don't have all day to wait for the problem to take care of itself. They're busy people.
But evidently,
they didn't do it
if it was righteous.
But they didn't do it thinking that
they would. That guy wouldn't have killed himself if it was a righteous call.
No, there's a whole thing going on. We could get the NYPD on. We did a whole discussion about this. The guy's life was fucked because he was going to lose his pension and everything else.
Because of that situation.
Yes. He was going. He was losing everything.
Guilty feelings too. The guy said.
I mean, come on. That was
said,
a little depression, man.
The guy we talked to said, 99% of the time that guy would have fallen off that little awning thing and landed on his fat ass, and they'd have cuffed him, and it would have been over. He landed on his fucking head perfectly to kill him. He wasn't even that high up. If you look at it, he's on he's on those metal grates, the top of the metal grate they pull down in front of stores in bad neighborhoods. That's where he fucking was. So he falls off, cracks his fucking head open, and now this guy feels guilty about it. Yeah, he feels guilty about it.
Yeah, he felt guilty.
That's natural.
I'm not going to say this motherfucker should have blew his brains out, but he felt some guilty. But you know why? Wait a minute. I'm going to tell you what the guilt is. The guilt is the fact that somebody gave you a job. Let's say the meter maids. Somebody gave you a job that, you have domain over my life. And you make a decision, dude, to be godly about it. You make a decision to fuck me because you have the power to fuck me and you love it. The toll people, like you just drive through and you just go, your job is to tell me that I'm paying $8 when I was paying $4 yesterday. That's your job. Hey, it's just my job. But it ain't just their job. You know it, Anthony.
But they didn't make the fucking rate. I don't like them either.
I know cops that police work is their job. And they have an ethic about it, and they're nice dudes, man. And I know some motherfuckers, it ain't their fucking job.
They're just in it for the,
it's
head bashing or something.
For the Torah, man. And that's the terrible thing, is that if you're not lucky enough to know Kenny or know Keith, or know motherfuckers that I know in the hood. If I don't know how to make this man's face mean something to me as opposed to some cop. Cause there's a lot of motherfuckers that the police are just some cop. So this guy who kills himself, a lot of motherfuckers can't go into, oh man, this dude is family, they did this to, all they look at is good. Again, that's the OJ verdict. A lot of people, black people don't give a fuck about OJ. It's just like, oh, thank God a nigga beat the system. It really, black people are willing to take away that humanity part, which is the right and the wrong, just to get a little goddamn something out of this. Well, it is what it is.
We got our something the other day. So
that's what I'm saying.
It works both ways. Now we're like, all right, finally, yay.
Yeah.
Hey, go into your... Oh, they hung up. God damn it, I wanted that call, too. Some guy called, his wife had to, collect money from cancer patients. I don't know the exact reasoning of that, and she had to quit the job because she just couldn't do it anymore.
Oh, really? Yeah, probably some kind of insurance
with your point
thing.
Where, her whole job is to not only fuck over people that are dying.
Some people can't take, some people can't take those jobs. They get high, and and others, they're made for it. I mean, bringing race into it again, when you get a black woman on the phone when you are looking for help, you are not going to fucking get help. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. You're not fucking getting help. And I don't know why that is, but...
You know what the best helpers are on the phone? Are, first, black guys. I'm telling you. Black guys, because we don't give a fuck, but we're going to do our job to the point where we need to do it well. And white guys.
Yeah.
I think women...
He's kind of onto something.
Women as
not much disagreement
as
there.
Service people are the worst. All women.
It's a power thing.
Black women just bug you.
Black women,
and I hate the ones that try to sound white, like, man, have me paying this, man. This is Citibank, man. This is Carlotta Citibank. May I help you? And may have I been helpful at the end of this call? No, bitch, you haven't been helpful. I try to make life miserable for motherfuckers who make life miserable for me.
Here's my nightmare when I'm on the fucking phone.
Did you unplug the box for 5 minutes and then plug it back in?
That's cable.
Yeah, I did that. I know that part.
Of course
That's
I
like
did.
the first thing I do every time.
That's the only thing I know.
Did you pull a card out the front and then put it back?
Yeah, I did all that too. Can I speak to a tech guy that does this?
Somebody better than you, bitch.
Yeah, I need someone better than you that knows the machine. Do you know the machine I'm even talking about and what's inside it and how it works and that's the guy I need to talk to, a tech. Someone that went to school for it.
I used to say, Miss, are you let me ask you a question. You won't help me, or you can't help me.
Yes.
Just tell me which one it is.
Yes. Yeah.
If you can't help me, then that's cool.
Yeah.
But is it you won't
help me?
You fucking asshole.
And they always end up going.
And they read the computers. That's all they're doing.
Look, you don't need to start talking like that to me.
Calm down, sir.
They know that because they know they've been run through that 20,000 times.
You don't need to, and I hate being told to calm down when I'm not uncalm.
Yeah.
Sarcasm is not evil.
You need to fucking wait until I really jump on your ass to pull out the calm down. We ain't close to that yet.
Oh.
Could you please calm down, sir? Calm. I was fucking talking.
I'm not even.
Now I'm pissed. Now I'm pissed. Now I'm pissed, you fucking bitch.
Yep. I call him stupid. Stupid is my favorite thing.
He's stupid.
And I say, what shitty part of America are you from? Because there's always somebody from Louisiana answering my fucking phone. And I'm like, you don't even say. I said, I don't trust you having my credit card number when I'm giving it over the phone.
As you're hearing the clicking of a computer thing, you get like,
so how's the weather in New York?
Yeah. Do you think I want to fucking discuss the weather with you?
Oh.
Type faster. Whatever you're doing to fucking tell me the wrong answer.
That's their job.
Yeah.
They feel comfortable, like the TSA. I mean, I go, like I said, I go to the airport. If I have a flight at 8 at night, I go to the airport at 4.
Right.
Because I know I'm an asshole.
There's problems.
I practice being an asshole at the airport. It is what it is. I try to find out what you can do and what you can't do at the airport. What I know...
He's doing recon for everybody.
What I do know is this. You can't say nothing about bombs.
No, never.
Can't fuck around with bombs. Can't fuck around with I'm going to do the... What you can do is insult them. What you can do is say, boy, you're stupid. What you can do is choose to take a full body search if you don't want to dress butt naked. I had to take my belt off one day, and I go get your supervisor, because I want to see the rules. Tell him to bring the rules, too. I want to
Oh, shit, you're that guy.
I'm that guy. I'm a middle-aged white guy at the airport, Jack. I want to see the book. Here comes a guy. Here's what the fear is at the airport. Two things they use. One, you gotta fly. You gotta get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
So that's why I go 18 hours before I
So you're on
fly.
a time constraint.
2 is your lack of understanding for what power they have. The guy comes over and he says to me, your job is to do what we tell you. I said, that's not my job. Get out of my face.
Oh, shit.
Get out of my face. I'm serious. get out of my face. That's not your job. Your job is not to tell me what to do. Your job is to keep me safe. Now, this guy told me to take my belt off, and now I'm telling you this because this is the real me talking about it. But at the airport, I'm like, that's not your job. I'm arrogant.
Yeah,
I'm really white guyish. I go, cause I travel a lot. Some places tell me to take my belt off. Some people don't. I want to see where it says that I have to remove my belt. Where does it say that? That I have to remove my belt. My job is not to tell you. So I go, your job is to get somebody else that can help me then. Cause he was a nobody. So he had to get another girl. Now here's, little girl there. And I'm not even looking. Anytime a girl is of authority, so I don't look in her face.
Oh, shit.
Holy shit. Oh, you're terrible. Hold on.
I dismiss her existence.
Just for the record, I'm the same fucking way. I don't know what it is.
When a girl comes and berate me, I look away.
That's why I can't look at the TV right now.
Wow,
I'm looking at the floor.
You are awful.
I don't look at him. So they finally came out with a guy. I knew he was gangster. He had a nice suit on, Rolex, real powerful shape, small guy, like not afraid. So he came out, he was watching me do my thing, and he was just listening, and he just knew I was right. He knew I was right. And I go, I'm complying. Dude, the shoes.
Was he a black guy?
No, white guy.
He was a white guy?
Gotta take the shoes off. I take the motherfucking shoes off. I hate taking the shoes off. By the way, the fastest way to get to the airport is to come dressed just like an Arab.
Holy shit.
Sandals and a big shirt.
No belt. No shoes.
Nothing.
Wow, that's fucking perfect. Wow. It doesn't get better.
Dressed like an Arab. That's the fastest way to get through the airport.
Yeah. Oh my God, is that the truth?
Socks.
Damn, why hasn't anyone even fucking realized that?
Didn't even just pull up the robe real fast?
Just dressed like them.
That's hilarious.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ultimately, this guy, I took my belt off, and the guy comes. This is the boss. You can tell he's the boss after this guy. And let me tell you, the dude that kept telling me, "You to do what I tell you to," he started having a conversation with his supervisor, telling him the story, and I go, "That's not what happened." Oh, he goes, "Be quiet." I go, "That's not what happened. What you're saying." He said he had to pull her away because he knew that his technique was not working because he was wrong. He had no authority.
Yeah.
So he couldn't tell me to shut up. He had to go over in the corner to talk to this girl.
To get away from you.
To get away from my needling.
You need a hobby, man.
Needling? My needling. I fucking hate people that have domain over my life.
You do understand that.
I fucking hate arbitrary people.
But you do understand that is part of a society.
Wait a minute, now this guy though was cool. And I'm sitting here talking to him and I'm putting my belt on. Mm-hmm. And I stop putting my belt on, I go, "Sir, this is fucking embarrassing that I'm redressing in front of you. Do you understand what a man I don't feel like? Let me tell you something. Right now, you take your fucking belt off."
You said this?
No, I'm talking to you right now. If you take your belt off, Opie, right now, in front of us and have to put it back on, it's embarrassing. To redress. I came out the house with my clothes. Here's the thing I love doing. Because you can go through if you can keep your hat on for religious purposes, you can absolutely do this. I'm telling you, I'm not setting people up to get in trouble. If you have a hat on, you can go, "I'll keep it on." Take your hat off, please. Nah. Nope. I'll take a check. I keep my jewelry on. I keep everything on me.
And then what do they do? They wand you or some shit?
If you beep. That's if you beep. Mm-hmm. But my hat, this one, no, because it got a metal thing on, but my regular hats, I go through, they go, "Can you," but see, they don't go, you have to take your hat off.
"Can you remove your hat, sir?"
"Take your hat off," or "Remove your hat, sir." Nah, I don't want to. Because you're required to take off your belt, not your belt, your shoes, and your jacket, an outer jacket, anything, or a sweater. You got to take that off. You can't fight that. Hat you can keep on, and if they tell you to take it off, you can say it's religious purposes too. You can keep your hat on. By the way, religious purposes, you can keep your hat on. So they don't make a Jew take off the yarmulke, and they can't make a Sikh take off his turban. Can't do it. So this is my religious hat right here. So I go, I'm not taking my hat off. And your belt, there's decisions that they can make to make you take off. They can make a call.
Yeah,
their own call. But that's like what the police do. See, people think they can like say things to police. Police have a term called disorderly.
Disorderly,
which destroys any of your knowledge for police.
I know my rights. I know what I can do.
If you go if the cop goes, get the fuck out of here, and you go start talking shit, disorderly, beat it. That's that just waves off all your bullshit.
Yeah.
So basically, what they do is they can make decisions on what to make you take off and not take off. They can. And then I start talking to this guy that's talking. I go, look, man, you motherfuckers are getting. He was cool as shit, by the way. I wish I knew his name because I'll say his name. Nice guy. I go, man, you motherfuckers are getting sued, man. These motherfuckers are making women strip, taking out nipple rings and shit. You motherfuckers is crazy. And he goes, man, look, how many people a year do you think we see? Now, I go, I don't know. I said some goofy shit. I don't know. I'm trying to add it up in my head.
Yeah, right.
He goes, 30 million people, man. And he said, we can't make one mistake. I said, fair enough. Shook his hand, said, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
But I would like to know what the fuck I can do to maintain my dignity so I don't have to have a Mexican girl tell me to take off my fucking belt.
Then don't wear a fucking belt to the airport.
Fuck you! I'm wearing my belt! For the fucking thing! This is what I'm saying. We're willing. This is why right now, this $700 billion fucking Bible... This shit is, the government runs the country now. We're not capitalists right now. The government runs our fucking country. And people go, yeah, like, don't wear a belt. You can't be that white, Anthony, where you just say, leave your right. Don't wear a belt.
All I'm saying is, I remember a fucking time where if I was getting on a plane as a kid or a relative was getting on a plane, I could fucking walk them right up to the fucking plane.
Yeah.
But people fucked that up for us.
No, people didn't.
Yes, they did.
Some fucking assholes that flew a plane. But the people, let me tell you something, man.
They fucked it up for us.
No one sits there and tomorrow they go, here's the plan. First of all, the fucking TSA are just like bitches. They are reactive to the proactive terrorists. There's a guy right now in the basement trying to figure out how to kill me with shampoo. And this fat bitch from Newark is my first line of defense. That's what makes me mad.
Yeah.
Is that I don't feel safer.
You're right.
That's what bugs me.
You're absolutely right.
Any safer because I'm like, you're fucking dumb. You're dumb. You're not smart. You're not my protection, you fat bitch. Matter of fact, I'm fat. I wouldn't have anybody fat working any place that had protection. Some fat bitch is not protecting. You know why? Because you're lazy. I'm fat. I'm too lazy to do anything that takes me on my feet for 8 hours to protect you from a motherfucker who is in the desert doing push-ups and trying to blow himself up. Suck my dick.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
That's a great point, Patrice.
I'm serious. I wouldn't hire me to work security. I'm sleepy at certain times of the day. I get very sleepy at 3 in the afternoon. That's when terrorists, I read a book, terrorists try to kill us mostly at 3 in the afternoon. And that's when I'm my tiredest. Some bitch that came to work at 7, she wants to run home to see the last bit of Maury Povich. Is my defense system?
False sense of security.
Suck my balls.
False sense. We have it in this building. We got to go through a security guy downstairs. What is he going to do?
Who's arbitrary, by the way.
Some days
that guy's like, sign in, who are you? Some days he's like, hey, how you doing?
Yeah, whatever.
Doodly-doo.
All right. That fucking guy. What happened?
No. See, now.
But he's nice. He knows Anthony, though, because he goes, Anthony went up already.
Yeah.
Likes you. But that's what I'm saying. That's the thing. Likes you, life is good. Don't like you, Life is bad. That can't be.
I don't like him. I haven't acknowledged that guy in 2 years.
What, the guy at the desk?
Hate that.
See, I acknowledge him every day. I say, have a nice day, have a good evening, and I never have a problem.
He calls you anti-puss.
Good
anti-Bentley.
Why have a problem with somebody like that? Because, and I'll tell you why. I'll give you, it's not worth the aggravation. Having some kind of a fucking problem with the guy at the desk in a building you work in is so counterproductive. I could think of 20 other people that I could have a fucking problem with that would be more, would benefit me better than that guy.
I go with that.
So I don't fucking. It's not like I go. I'm not bringing him cake, but I'm not fucking. I'm not giving him a snide remark. I'm not making faces at him because I don't give a shit.
Right.
Here's something that's very funny, and I have to address this because I guess Keith is listening. Hope he is. I wouldn't come home today. Ange, it's Keith's wife. She does the decorating in my house and stuff, and Keith does a lot of the business end of things. He's like my personal assistant kind of thing. Mm-hmm. One thing that is done is my laundry gets done, which is nice. I don't have to do my laundry. I'm paying people. It's not like I'm looking for a freebie, but do my laundry. So it says, Ange says next time she sees laundry on the floor, instead of the hamper, she's burning it. And now here's why I purposefully, on purpose, put my laundry on the floor next to my bed. Because they took my hamper, Keith and Ange took my hamper out of the bathroom and put it in my bedroom next to my bed, going, like I'm a fucking child, going, maybe if the hamper's closer to the where he takes it off, he'll put it in the hamper. I saw the fucking hamper,
but
I didn't put it in on purpose.
You allow these two to get so involved.
But that's why it's my fucking laundry.
Do you hear this motherfucker, right? He just finished. Do you hear the battle he's fighting? The ridiculous pride that he just took, and that principle, that useless principle you just had. Do you understand?
It's my fucking house.
Good is good if it's good for me. Like, fucking, you just went off on how you had to make a point to instead of, this is what this motherfucker just said, don't cause people problems.
Battles.
You couldn't,
Pick your battles, I was saying.
A passive-aggressive battle with Keith, who's on your side, and his wife, who's on your side, and all you had to do is go, hey, Keith, man, listen, I saw the hamper. Yeah. I'm not a kid.
Don't treat me like a fucking baby.
I pay you guys.
You're missing some though here.
To do what you do.
You're missing some here though. He's finally putting his foot down now that Keith has at least 2 rooms to himself in the house. Finally he's putting his foot down.
That fucking hamper in there like I'm their 8-year-old son who fucking doesn't put his laundry away. I'll put my fucking laundry on my roof. I'll put it on my fucking
now
roof.
He's talking tough. As Keith drives his cars and lives in his rooms.
How happy is Keith that
puts flat screen TVs on the wall on your dime.
Oh, he's so happy.
He's back in the fold.
Oh, he's so happy.
He's back in.
Fred Goldman.
And unfortunately, in this case, or fortunately, as far as I'm concerned, he's found guilty, and maybe he'll spend the rest of his life in jail.
Kim, when you heard the news that was
there you go.
He's the most unlikable victim in the history of
isn't he?
Ron Goldman.
He really is.
Oh, boy, he should have another advocate for his son.
It's like Doc Holliday.
We got to take a break. I think we're going to do a little Jocktober today.
Oh, Jocktober, where we take a random show from around the country and showcase it for the shit that they are.
We kind of were going to blow it off today, take a little break, but this show is talking about relationships and getting engaged and all that, and it's right down Patrice's alley, I do believe. So we're going to look at the B Morning Coffee Club out of Rochester, New York for Jocktober after the break.
All right.
And other things. Stay there.
What do you do?
Rock and roll. Opie and Anthony. Dow Jones down 315 points in early trading.
Wow.
Trading, excuse me. Dipping below 10,000 for the first time, and who the fuck knows? And was saying, remember when we were pushing 15,000?
Oh, they were going, down 15. We're going to 15,000. I wouldn't worry about it. That's fucking some shyster dick douchebag over at Bank of America. They decide when you go in there and want to make a transaction that they got to try to fucking suck you into this investment thing. Mm-hmm. So this guy is like, well, who's your it started with the teller. One of these tellers goes, "Who's your money manager?" I go, I don't know. I am. He goes, "Oh, well, no, this person's your money manager, so set up an appointment, and he'll talk about, some options you have." No. And I sat down with this motherfucker, and he goes, "What are you looking to do?" I go, "I'm a conservative guy. I'm very conservative. I don't want my money in things that are going to gain or lose value very quickly. I'm a steady-as-she-goes kind of guy." "All right. Do you know where the Dow's going to be in 3 months? Let me tell you." "Oh, you know, fucking Kreskin?" So it turns out this motherfucker...
is 15 better than 10?
A lot.
Yeah, way better.
Up is good. This isn't golf.
Freed is good.
Yeah. So this motherfucker goes, "Okay, come in next week, and I'll put together some type of thing what I think you should be in." So I go back. He's got me like he didn't have me, but he had this layout that he got, this plan for me was loaded with stocks. Loaded. And I said, "This is exactly the opposite of what I fucking told you I wanted."
Can you live off your interest?
Not at this point with fucking the way interest is. Not the lifestyle I'm accustomed to.
Have you seen his house?
That mortgage is a bitch.
What's the interest rates right now at the bank?
You're getting shit. What do we win? Fucking maybe.
Tree.
Yeah. It's really bad.
Tree.
You used to be able to, interest rates used to be like 10%. You could sit there and just fucking... Wow, look at us. We got plenty rolling in on interest. Now, no, you can't.
Well, let's,
you can't. You need like fucking huge amounts of millions.
Let's change gears. Get out of this depression that is our future.
Ooh.
Financial future. It's Jocktober, eh?
It is Jocktober.
It's Jocktober.
I love Jocktober.
Let's make fun of somebody else to make ourselves feel better about ourselves. Right?
Yes.
Happy Jocktober, everybody, from your friends at the Opie and Anthony Show. I wanna rock! It's a celebration of hacky, pukey radio shows and DJs from across this great nation of ours.
I'm wearing panties to this party. Yeah.
I've never seen a better antonym of hysterical.
Crank up the crapola. It's Jocktober on the Opie and Anthony Show.
Was the yang for the yin of hysterical. It was the polar opposite.
Happy Jocktober, everybody, from your friends at the Opie and Anthony Show.
Yes, Jocktober is here. By the way, the Dow went under 10,000 in October 2004. That was the last time. 4 years ago.
Ah. Wow. Where am I? Hello?
Whoa.
Oh, that that sound fun. Oh, because I turned it down because that was so loud.
The sweeper was ridiculous.
That's better.
Sam, who are we looking at today?
Today, we're going to Rochester, New York.
Mm-hmm. The home of Brother Weeze.
Yes.
When you mentioned Rochester, you mentioned the home of Brother Weeze.
The home of Brother Weeze, and the home of the B Morning Coffee Club.
Ooh.
WBEE 92.5.
Ooh. Mm-hmm. What do we know about them?
And what are they?
Isn't that a country station?
Yeah, it's a country station.
I remember back in the day it was.
But they like to spend the mornings playing some country music, having some laughs, and making you feel, good to wake up.
All right. And it's Terry, Steve, and Newman?
Yeah, Terry, Steve, and Newman. I think they call it Terry Bird.
Okay. And this starts with a promo the show uses to show how funny they are?
Yeah, like while the show is running, they go into breaks sometimes with promos of kind of the big laughs that they've had in the past.
Okay.
And that's what this is.
All right. Strap in, kids.
Yeah.
It's Jocktober.
Good morning, Terry Clifford.
Well, good morning, Steve House.
Oh, this is Terry Clifford. We made fun of her.
We have?
Yeah, when we were in the running to be the biggest show in Rochester.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
right, okay. Wasn't she the piggy pig looking one?
She
has a really hot voice, but not real hot voice, but a nice voice, but she's just a mess of a
She's
lady.
An extremely large
You remember
woman.
Aunt, don't you?
Yeah.
All right.
Good morning, Terry Clifford.
Well, good morning, Steve Houseman.
And hi, Jeremy. Hi, guys. Want to have a good night? Everything okay in our little worlds?
Yeah, pretty good.
Anything we have to tell anyone? Why, what do you know? Well, no, I just...
The B-Morning Coffee Club. Weekday mornings 5:30 till 10 a.m. on 92.5 WBE.
Wait, what was the laughing for?
Why were they laughing?
Said, why? What do you know?
And then they laughed at that?
And then there was a big, guffaw.
But where's the joke?
Why?
Said anything to tell us about? And say, why? Well, maybe, but what do you know? I don't want to get in over my head.
Yeah.
Because imagine
Just imagine. Oh, the crazy. You're talking crazy now.
Yeah.
Oof. Any examples of the
holy shit, man.
humor?
What, Patrice?
Radio just...
It's
well, that's
horrid.
why we have to do this.
It's horrid.
They just can't be real.
But let me ask you...
Ask.
Okay.
Just don't blow up our bit. We need 20 more days of this. You have a tendency of being so logical. We're like, fuck. I can't do the bit anymore.
Ruined it.
Right. What's the
All
question?
right, then go. Because I can't,
I
can't tell if it is.
We're a real show. It's fine.
You guys have been soldiering for a long time, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many out of, let's say you 10 of these, how many out of them are that, even if you gave them free reign?
What do you mean?
To be funny as they could be. And how many have to be that?
Have
they
to be?
are.
No, they're really that. Yeah. There's
what is Patrice saying?
You know what I'm
saying? We're just picking out the bad stuff?
Like, no. You know what I'm, like...
No, like, do they go in there and go, oh, fuck, I gotta put on this face again?
Right, like, if you gave them carte blanche, they'd be geniuses.
No.
They are just...
No, because you know why? Because this show we're listening to, they think they're geniuses. That's the problem.
But geniuses under the fucking, under the umbrella of you have to be not funny. This is as funny as you can be to not offend anybody. Don't talk about shit. They're funny for that. Or this is it. Even if you put them on XM, that is it.
Then they're unloading? No. They're just unfunny, not creative, they're hacky, There's Terry. Oh, God. Remember? Now I remember. Boy, did we make fun of every inch of her. And there sure is a lot.
She has to be funny. A person that looks like that has to have a sense of humor.
That is
I refuse to believe she's not a funny person.
Frederica Bimmel.
Oh, my God. She's even worse than I remember.
She looks like two of the fat ones from the Facts of Life put together. Two is the fat one from the Facts of Life.
She's a morphed version of retarded Laverne and Shirley.
Sure.
Both of them put together in one person.
She's so ugly, I got hiccups now. I was laughing so hard at her ugliness.
I'll tell you what she looks like. A fat Mo from The Simpsons.
A fat Mo from The Simpsons.
Mo that owns the bar.
Yep. Oh, is she awful? Wow. And we determined she's a flatso.
Yeah, which is the worst.
She's very big, but she doesn't have big tits, which makes her a flatso.
There's a lot of...
I can see.
I think it's the way the picture's being taken.
I see them. I see where they at. They just a little... If you push them up, there'll be a nice tit.
Why is she wearing the lace on her arms? Or is that just their arms and stretch marks?
Well, that's what they sell at Lane Bryant.
That's just Lane Bryant,
the fabric, Anthony.
That's what Stephen Carr used to wear. Oh, that is Stephen Carr. Holy shit.
It didn't start as lace.
No.
All right, no, Patrice, there's
Holy shit, who's this face? This face belongs to somebody,
Isn't
man. It's
that
haunting
great?
me. It's haunting me.
Well, if you... first of all, it's a guy's face.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's definitely
if you look just
manly.
at the face, it's a manly face.
She looks like a weatherman from, like, it's just something going on.
Hair.
I know her face.
Wow.
That face is...
I think it's John Crook.
It's a little Drew Carey.
Drew Carey?
Drew Carey.
Yeah, if you just, all right.
It's also like Mike from Don and Mike.
A little Mike-ish.
Yeah.
I know that fucking face.
All right, keep it up there and we'll figure it out. Maybe she was a man.
A big fat man?
Yeah, maybe.
Damn, I know that
So make
face.
me a woman, but don't make me any prettier
Patrice, this is
a man.
This Jocktober thing is easy pickings because most shows suck. There's a handful of shows that get the job done. All right, we continue with the B Morning Coffee Club.
Yes, they spent...
They're a coffee club, Sam.
Well, they're the coffee club.
That's so nice because, they're on in mornings. What are you laughing at? It's doing the Drew. It's kind of Drew Carey.
Oh, yeah.
Wait a minute. Oh, my God. It's kind of close. I'm squinting and covering up her awful wig.
Oh, fuck me.
Is that a wig? That can't be her real hair.
That's a little Chris Farley, too.
A little Farley in her?
Holy fuck.
Yeah, there's a little Farley in her.
Farley.
Safe to say, she's a beast. All right. Newman talks about getting engaged. We find out whether or not Terry is a hole.
Yeah, well, they spent the entire show today because I guess Newman got engaged. to his fiance.
Well, when I was doing radio in Rochester, he was old.
No, I think this is must be a different Newman.
All right, it must be.
It sounds like a young guy, and he just got engaged, so they spent 4.5 hours talking about it.
Wait, what are we looking at?
Fucking Farley. Look at the big one with his. Yeah, that one's great.
Looking at
Farley.
Oh, fuck me, man.
It's Tommy.
That poor woman, man. I can't even do it. I can't join in with you, fellas. This poor woman. This poor woman, man.
She's
such a victim, man. It's such a victim.
This is all
Everything on her is awful.
This is all
I gotta listen to this shit, because if she's in a drop of nice, I can't join in.
All right.
This bitch.
No, she's overly nice.
That's
the problem.
You feel bad. You just gotta feel bad.
I don't give a shit.
Look at this bitch.
I don't care. I'd kick her in the teeth if I could.
Yeah, she should go on, Mike, and just spill her guts out about her problems.
About how it was growing up, just being like the fucking girl no one went with.
Her unhappiness would make her a genius.
Right. Don't be happy and
because I'm unhappy for her. I'm really unhappy for her.
Talk about high school and how you were just shunned.
She looks like Costello.
Oh my God, yeah, she does look like Costello.
Oh my God.
Or Oliver.
Yeah.
Lauren Hardy.
I'm eating another pie.
She's a fucking mess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't we, let's listen to
I gotta hear
clip.
some of this.
All right.
All right. This is the Beat Morning Coffee Club.
It's the coffee club. You drink your coffee with them.
All right. Newman talks about getting engaged. We find out whether or not Terry's a hole.
You be the judge based on her reaction.
We all know the definition of the hole at this point, right?
Of course.
It's like literally I feel like a different dude from one night to the next.
Good for you. I am so happy for the both of you. And she is just a lovely, lovely woman. She is the perfect woman for you.
She's so hot, too, Bird. You've seen her, right?
Yeah, but it's what's inside that counts with her, all right?
Nah, not really.
Whatever. Yeah, it is.
She's hot, that helps.
Oh.
But it's cool
It's
and...
incorrigible. Incorrigible.
You know what? I'm going to give that guy a gold star because he's saying how hot this other guy's chick is in front of the big slob. That takes
I didn't
balls.
even think about that.
Yeah, well, listen again. Knowing the girl giving all the niceness there is just she's not even a 1.
No,
she's not even on the scale yet, the 1 to 10 scale.
It's like literally I feel like a different dude from one night to the next.
Good for you. I am so happy for the both of you.
Ugh.
And she is just a lovely, lovely woman. She is the perfect woman for you.
Now, the one saying that is, have we stressed how awful she is?
Yeah, no, we can't possibly stress how awful she is.
And is she the lead person on the show?
I don't know. She might be. It might be one of those rare
What's with the
occasions.
complimenting? I can't be happier.
So hot, too, Bird. You've seen her, right?
Yeah, you hear the dude?
Oh, God.
And she's so hot.
Does he know how it's killing her? Yes. Like, talking about hot chicks in front of her kills you. That's like being like fat or way out of shape and girls just talking about this guy that's like ripped and stuff. You don't sit there and go, wow, that is great that he's ripped and that you find him attractive and I'm a pig or it's just, it's killing her.
And she goes, no, it's about what's on the inside. And he goes, no, it's really not.
No, it's not. The inside. Oh, God, that's her. That's perfect. Oh, my God. It's fucking...
It's Oliver Hardy.
Oliver Hardy. She looks like Oliver Hardy with a perm.
Listen, she tries to defend that it's about what's inside and has nothing whatsoever to do outside.
Fucking course.
Cake. I've said this a million times. You always go for the physical attraction first,
especially us.
And then yes, guys, this is what we do. You're looking. Wow, she's beautiful. She's hot. Whatever. And then you hope that she has something else going on. Besides the looks.
I'm a fat, funny guy. Let me tell you something. No fat, funny bitch is getting anything out of me.
Yeah.
My girl loves me because I'm fucking funny and all the other bullshit. But if some guy with a fucking 12-pack comes around, I get mad when she says she wouldn't fuck him. I'm going, bitch, do it.
Yeah.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Woman for you.
She's inside.
Too, Bird. You've seen her, right?
Yeah, but it's what's inside that counts with her, all right?
Nah, not really.
Whatever. Yeah, it
if she's
is.
hot, that helps.
Oh.
But it's cool and...
Hey, Terry, why don't we talk about what's inside you? A lot of calories.
That is such the complete with the... Oh... No, it's what's inside.
She said incorrigible.
Yeah. Incorrigible.
That word should be taken away from us. You shouldn't be allowed to use that word.
Along with inappropriate.
Incorrigible. They are incorrigible, though. Steve talks about getting engaged and proves he is an emasculated nobody.
Yes.
All right.
I was well into my 30s, a little older than you, and I was ready to just be a bachelor all my life, and I had this beautiful woman who was at my side all the time. One day, I was still living in Boston. She rings, and I lived on the second floor. She rings the doorbell. I let her in. She knocks on the door. What's the deal? I got a life to live. You going to marry me or what?
And you're sitting there with Vinny.
I was there with my best buddy. We're eating Chinese food and drinking beer. And I said, well, okay, I'll get married. So, non-traditional, to say the least.
All right.
I said yes, by the way.
Congratulations.
Hey, with all the laughing she does, you would think she'd be thinner.
Yeah,
you think she would be burning off calories with all that fake laughter she does.
It's a jolly laugh that she has. Wow. No, she... Oh, okay. Wow, that is demonic. And it's everything. It's like she could do something with the hair, maybe. Maybe she could put on some makeup. I don't know. There's just something that could be done there that isn't being done.
Contacts?
Yes.
Contacts
to lose the glasses.
Hair a little bit.
I'm gonna tell you, she is hopeless in terms of fixing. Like, she can never come back as...
No.
It's like Rosie O'Donnell, where nothing she could do. Like, there's no pretty something in there.
No. Rosie just decided to go full dyke.
But it's like, even if, like, losing weight, like, she would have to have a complete reconstruction, like her face has to be changed.
Yeah.
It's just her entire everything, like, her head is almost like it's growing outside of her chest as opposed to on her neck, because it's going down in some weird. You ever see the Dark Crystal, the giant birds, where like it's almost vulture-like, except for you don't see the vulture neck.
She got fucking
it's almost
vulture
the
head.
head comes down like a Muppet vulture.
Yeah,
but it's like, even if she lost, there's some people that just have been cursed with not prettiness.
Oh, God, there she is with a horse.
But hold on, because I don't want to lose this line. The comments are ridiculous. This is why we have the greatest listeners in radio. Jay from Florida. How did we miss this one? This must be a country station, because this woman could never do a morning show on Light FM.
Shit, look at this.
Oh, look at her body. Holy shit, that's a full body shot. Look at her fucking...
I think I once wore her body to wrestle in a bar once.
Wow. Is she retarded? She looks retarded.
No.
Look at the horses looking at her like, you fucking slob.
Oh, poor lady.
Horse hates her. Dude, her boobs are not even close to being...
She's shaped like a croissant.
She is... She's shaped just like Big A.
Oh, man.
She's shaped like a pear.
You just feel bad for a woman because it's just...
There's nothing there.
Because weight loss, it would be strictly for her health. It wouldn't be, I'm going to lose weight to be hot. It's just strictly to live longer.
You know what? Patrice is right. Her arms look too short. Her waist has got to be close to a 60.
She's
her breasts are maybe a 40A.
She's a 24, 48, 72.
She's got like a steroid chin.
It is a complete pear. She is shaped like a pear.
Oh, poor thing.
With two big fat legs. How do you get those pants? Like, where does she buy her pants?
Man, this poor woman. And that's a young picture of her. So she's been living that.
Oh, I'm sure you could get high school pictures.
I mean, that's a young picture.
Guaranteed,
that has
she's
to
in
be
the
20 years younger than that picture that has been up.
Drama club she's probably in, and all those things. Oh no!
How many?
Oh, that guy.
Donkey Lips. What are we looking at now?
Donkey Lips.
Donkey Lips from Salute Your Shorts.
Salute Your Shorts, an old Nickelodeon show.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
God damn, man.
Patrice is right, though. There is nothing she could do to make herself even a little bit better.
Weight loss is not going to make it better. Like, some people, you just go, oh, shit, if she lost weight, she'd be hot. I'm trying to think of a fat woman who'd be hot if she was not fat. And on TV, but I can't think of it right now. Because I say Rosie because I look at her going, man. Like, Oprah, Oprah could be hot. Like, she's not hot, but she would look better.
She knows how to present herself.
Right. Yeah. She'd be sexier.
This woman has never had...
But this is just...
This woman has never had the feeling of someone being attracted to her.
Right. Never.
She does not
She doesn't know what it feels like to have somebody...
want to fuck her.
Yeah.
Which is nature. Which is like, I want to fuck you.
Yeah.
And you know what? She would fuck you if you came at her like that.
Oh,
because
yeah.
she has no defense system against somebody just going, I want to fucking fuck you right now. I want to bend you over this fucking table and fuck the shit out you, Terry.
She'd probably shake and cum
and just
from hearing that.
And just emphasize the T in Terry.
Yeah.
Terry. And spell her name Terry. You fat bitch. I just want
feed
to
her
fuck your brain
feed her pizza while you're fucking her from behind.
You could confuse this one real quickly.
If you run in and you just like say this table and you just slide her fucking her soundboard off the table, like you can hear it crash.
Yeah.
And she would do one of these things. And you just rub her crotch through her pants. She'd fucking pass out. There would be nothing she can do to defend sexual, like a real sexual advance, a hardcore, like beautiful women know how to defend that shit all the time. Like, hey, bitch, I want to fuck you. Get out of my face, because you just go, Terry. Hey, Terry. Yeah? Terry. And she goes, yeah, you know what I'm fucking talking about. Yeah. What do you mean? And she gets that, oh my God, because she wants to be like every other woman. So she's juggling in her head. I always hear women. Do I say rape? Or do I just fuck him? What am I going to do here?
I don't want to be a whore. Wait a minute.
Some dick is coming my way? You fat fuck.
Yeah.
And just call her that. You choke her. You find her neck, right?
Oh.
You just lift it, you find her neck, and you grab her. You grab her by the base of her neck, right?
Yeah.
And you just push a little bit on the neck, and you just start to shake her face. And her jowls move, and it's just her jowls are moving, and then you just kiss her.
Oh, that big fucking pelican head.
Can I jump in? She's the type of woman that would have to do horrific things to be in the sex game.
Oh, man.
Like,
are you talking about?
Oh, wow. Beyond.
Like balls deep, like just to the balls and then lick the balls while she's gagging. Lick the balls as she's gagging.
Like she's like, fuck, I know he's a serial killer and he's killed 20, but this is all, I have to play.
She'd have to pull some shit where it's like, look, stab me and fuck the stab hole.
Right.
She'd have to get some outrageous
like she would
shit.
marry a fucking serial killer. Yeah. Like she sends letters to the Green River Killer and just
hoping for attention from a serial killer.
Just holding flowers. She like she got married in a prison. Just fat with flowers.
Richard Ramirez letters in prison.
She's definitely got a pen pal in the joint.
And the prison chaplain is like fucking standing there marrying her and some guy with a mullet who's in forever.
Peter Griffin's up there now. It's Peter Griffin.
That's who it is.
It's Peter Griffin.
Peter Griffin.
Fuck.
You're fat.
You're Peter Griffin's face.
Oh, Jesus fucking
God. Oh, yeah, that's it.
How does that feel, fatty?
That's her. She's fucking Peter Griffin.
I wonder, I'm going to hit on her if I ever see her. I swear.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if you just tongue swipe her nips.
Imagine fucking spreading that fat ass apart and sticking your tongue up her ass.
Imagine
she would shake.
If you did it with no, like, regard, like you did it like you want to.
Yeah.
Like you just fucking take both her meaty ankles and you just know what you're doing. You just push them.
Holy
like you don't
shit.
gently you just push them apart and you just move that little meat like you know what you're doing. I fucked a few fat girls, so I just know exactly what to do. And you move that meat and you just rub that clitoris and then it's just all ready to go.
She'd shake like a truck with a broken timing chain. She'd fucking just rattle herself apart.
And you grabbed the back of that awful permed up hand, drag her around the room,
pull that shit,
rip her wig off,
and then she calls you the next day like,
yeah,
you know,
like,
what, bitch? You're not well.
Maybe dinner. Dinner.
You drag her to the...
You bring dinner and beat her with a turkey leg. You just...
She's so desperate for romance, you would drag her to the truck stop
and that's what
make
she
her
wants.
blow everybody in the
That's what she wants.
Blowing the trucker.
That's how retarded women... A man like that would never think romance. He's thinking buy a hooker. She's thinking romance. She thinks there's a guy out there. Because women are dumb like that. She thinks there's a guy out there that'll love her for her. Yeah. Really, bitch? What can you do to make me love past that awful meaty head? My girl's gorgeous. I have trouble kissing her just because I've seen her for 7 years. So I'm like trying to kiss her, and she's gorgeous. But this mess, after a month of looking at you with love, you just want to punch her right where there's no nerves.
I hate to spoil the party here, but the next track, she's married.
She's married, all right.
Oh no!
Find her husband.
She's married.
Is there any way we can find her husband on a website?
I don't know. She's got a blog.
Let's find this out here.
The blog.
More of the B Morning Coffee Club up there in Rochester, New York.
Bert, I'm sure yours was just the typical beautiful moment.
Well, it was for us, of course.
Yes.
We were at the Loose Caboose.
The Loose Caboose, all right.
The Loose Caboose.
The Loose Caboose. That's what happens after you eat fucking Mexican and drink too much. You get a loose caboose in the morning. So she was at the Loose Caboose?
Yeah.
Is that where her wedding was?
Booze.
Oh.
It was a restaurant in Webster. It was a restaurant in Webster, train themed.
Okay,
you were watching a movie.
Would she marry a train?
What? Loose Caboose.
I got it.
Loose Caboose in Webster. Yuck.
It's a restaurant in Webster, train themed.
Can't be away from
You were watching a movie.
No.
Was that the one with Uncle Joe in it?
No, and he wasn't moving kind of slow either.
Coke Junction?
Oh, you're so rude. It was a wonderful little
hole.
restaurant. I'm sure many people remember it. Anyway.
No, because...
Anyway. She's married. Some guy has to say, and this is my wife.
Holy fuck.
Some guy has to go out and go, and this is my wife.
The only point, half the reason that women exist is to be an object, right? Can you imagine if your wife was just all love? Like it had to be entirely love.
Right.
Like
100%.
Half of my girl's point is that I flash her around. Some other guy wants to fuck her badly. Like really badly. Like my bitch. Like you walk down the street and guys want to fuck your bitch, and you're like, yes, you want to fuck her, and I don't want to even look at her, and you want her bad. You'd give me your wife to fuck my wife. This guy has no bargaining chip.
It's 100%.
in his life. It's all love.
Love.
Can you imagine your whole existence is based on I love you? I love my wife. That's your. You have to love her to get on top of her. And just, your dick has to get hard. Your dick has to get hard.
Maybe she was volunteering at the blind camp, like in Mask.
You have to risk having a heart attack with the Viagra. Like, you risk Viagra for a bad bitch. If your dick wasn't working quite well, you go, damn, this bitch is bad. I gotta keep her happy or she's gonna fuck other men. But you don't even have a bargaining chip if you want to go swing. Like, if you have your woman...
Oh, God, you bring that?
...to trade for his woman...
You're getting someone's dog.
Like
she's tradable with someone's fucking pet.
Right.
Horse. Like, you just want to kick her right in the pussy. Like, you just want to...
all of a sudden, all right, you can fuck the chick that I brought, but I'm just going to kick her in her pussy the entire time you're fucking the girl I brought.
Look, you see my girl? Treat her the way you think a woman should be treated. Do me a favor. I'll fuck with your woman, but I want to stomp all over this pig. I want her to snort. I want her to do piggy things. Like the only...
Put a leash on her.
Yeah, just walk her around.
She was also voted Mother of the Year. Oh, fuck.
Oh, she has a kid?
She has a kid that gave a great speech. Jesus. There's a video of the kid giving a speech.
See, that's terrible. That's terrible.
Let's move on. Terry continues her story about the caboose thing.
Yeah.
And the guys continue their brand of humor. Ooh.
We were there and having a lovely dinner, and there
Chicken
was
wings?
No.
Caesar salad wrap.
Might have been chicken, though. I generally ordered...
An ostrich.
No.
Something trophy.
You know, it was just a huge portion.
Just one of those giant meatballs. Like, not even little ones. Like, I enjoy little meatballs in my spaghetti.
Yeah.
But just a giant, one giant meatball that was rolled up with onions in it.
She calls meatloaf meatballs.
Yeah.
Just
meatballs.
Just spaghetti and meatloaf.
One of those Renaissance fair turkey legs.
Yeah, turkey leg like fucking Henry VIII, who was prettier than she is. Look at that fucking retard bang haircut she's got. She's getting into a cop car.
Well, because she's
They're arresting her for upsetting the fucking gravitational pull of the planet.
Oh, this poor lady. Come on,
you know
man.
how they arrest you. It's
Damn
all
it.
Yeah.
it's all fun.
Boy, she's laughing.
It's for charity. Oh, I hope someone bails me out.
Oh.
Right.
Wow, what a mess.
I generally ordered... No.
All right, wait. We'll start over here.
We missed a good joke.
All right.
We were there and having a lovely dinner, and there was
Chicken wings?
No.
Caesar salad wrap?
Might have been chicken, though. I generally ordered... No.
Tilapia crusted in there.
Right, that's enough.
You can't get the ribs. I want your fingers to be clean.
Whatever. Do you want to hear about it or don't ya?
Yes.
Or I'll sit on you.
Yeah, you want to hear about it or don't ya?
Don't ya?
She's too fucking gruesome to have that attitude. Like, hey, settle down. Like, shut up, Ernest Borgnine.
Ernest Borgnine.
She's too fat to be sassy.
Yeah, much too fat to be sassy.
So
that fucking hair looks like a divot. It looks like someone fucking swung too deep, made a divot, and someone picked up the divot off the golf course and put it on her head.
Look, this will make you look better.
It spray painted it brown. Right. Here is your divot hair.
Her chin is wider than the top of her head.
Yeah! She's got like Zippy the Pinhead's look going. What a gruesome person.
Her hair looks like one of those old leather football helmets that they have.
Jesus Christ. Like an old Indy car race helmet. One of those.
The old Four Horsemen head.
Oh, is she awful. Every new picture is more gruesome than the last.
Oh, Newt Rockney head.
Stephen S. from Bayshore writes, who took those photos of Terry? Google Earth?
She has, like, I couldn't even picture doing anything. There it is, the old... leather foot. There's her hair. That's an old Notre Dame leather football helmet.
You know, Sergeant G brings up a good line on his feedback from Iraqi, right? So are they making fat jokes? They may have just turned me a little bit. They're making fun of her fatness, Sam. But they don't dare make fun of her ugliness.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing.
All right, she finishes the story finally of when she got engaged.
There was a piano player there, and he was...
So he started playing her. Yeah. Well, nice, Sam. Oh. Sam can't get the leather helmet on because it's his big fucking afro.
Real hair. That's fucking cool, man. Is that that's a real replica?
Yeah, it's a real replica.
Huh? That's cool as shit.
How do you play football in that fucking thing? Imagine going out in the field now. And
those were tough motherfuckers,
yeah,
man.
running in fast motion
something
on film.
better than the leather helmet? What the
fuck?
Well, because you really you know what? A real tackle has nothing to do with your head.
Yeah.
Because guys play rugby with nothing. So,
yeah.
I mean, ultimately, you're not supposed to, you know.
They didn't have, like...
That's cool, though.
Space-age polymers. Yeah, that's a fucking weight for that shit. Here's something called plastic.
Son of a bitch, man. I feel bad that woman is such a victim.
Oh, is she?
Penn Jillette, they're saying, too. She looks like
a fat pen.
All right, you want to hear the end of the engagement story?
Please.
Or what?
Or what?
What?
All right.
There was a piano player there, and Bood went over and asked him to play my favorite song from The Wizard of Oz.
Oh, my darling Clementine.
It's a small one. No.
Ding dong, the witch is dead.
The scene where she landed on the witch?
We're laughing our balls off as the Dow's down 500 points now. Holy shit.
Below 10,000 for the first time in 4 years.
Yeah.
98.30.
Yeah.
Down 495.
Told you, Andrew.
It's a small one.
No.
Ding dong, the witch is dead.
God, I can't remember the name. Over the Rainbow.
Oh.
All right, Over the Rainbow, somewhere over the rainbow. And as soon as the song started, I went, oh my gosh. And he got down on one knee in front of the restaurant and he asked me to marry him. It was wonderful.
Oh.
It was wonderful.
Wake up, you sleepy head.
All right, It's now my favorite song. The Wicked Witch is dead.
Oh, now.
Wicked Witch is dead.
Got down on one knee, had a look at those big fucking thighs.
Imagine trying to see her head. Oh,
God.
Where'd you go?
Oh. He took that fucking barrel ring and put it on her finger.
And she can't even see her own vagina, so she probably shaves it like old guys shave their beard, where there's still
she ain't shaving
there's still
shit.
patches.
She doesn't see it. Why shave it? You know that's just a wreck down there.
Let's say hi to Sean in Rochester. Sean, the home of Brother Weeze, of course. What do you got, Sean?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
I've met her daughter, like at some park event where the radio went down and did their thing, and her daughter's smoking hot.
Dude, I'll tell you something. I went out with a girl. My brother went out with one of her sisters. Friends of mine went out. It was like a family of just these fucking girls. And the mother was atrocious. Fucking slob. And just, she kind of looked like her, like Terry. And the daughters, smoking hot.
How does that happen?
All skinny fucking blondes, just really hot. And the mother was a disaster. She couldn't fucking move. She sat in this one chair and just stunk the whole room up like B.O. because she couldn't fucking wash or something. So, and I would come in, and I was working at Dan's Bakery at the time, making bread. So I would always make sure to get a bunch of bread when I was going over there, and then I would just give it to her, and she'd be like, "Oh, thank you, some Italian bread." It's like, yeah, it's Italian bread. Right. I'm going to go ravage one of your fucking daughters. But she was a big, slob.
Smoking hot how, though? Tell him, give a little more detail. What's smoking hot? What's she looking like?
Yeah,
she's like, probably like, 5'7". She's got a nice rack, dark hair, like hazel green eyes.
Yeah, it's definitely possible.
Her daughter, but that's how we roll in Rochester.
You ever walk around?
Ugly, we produce good-looking kids, and then all the kids leave.
There you go. Cool. All right. Thank you, sir.
All right, buddy.
Bye. Oh, my God. Jocktober's still a hit there.
Jocktober.
It's the B Morning Coffee Club, huh?
Yeah, that's the B Morning Coffee Club.
We barely listened to the audio. We couldn't get past the fucking publicity shot.
I love Jocktober.
Yeah. What are you working on for tomorrow?
I'd really like to find something in Boston.
We just spent so much time just bashing the hell out of that woman.
Well, you have to.
I know.
That's the best part of Jocktober, just attacking people out of nowhere.
Yeah, I don't know, for no reason.
But you have to.
That's why Sam loves it so much. That's how he lives his life.
Why else is she walking around the earth?
Just to be attacked.
Right.
Yeah.
She can't possibly be doing any good out there.
No. Oh, my God. 552 points down.
It's pushing.
Oh, boy. Oh, this is really, really going to be bad.
They're saying it's the whole world.
Yeah.
So if it's the whole world economy, can't we all just get together and go, all right,
this is our new
Do you even know?
economy.
Do you know what economy at all? Like, why can't the world just go, you know what? We're all rich.
Right.
We all live in a place and we all eat. Like, I don't understand why the world doesn't come together. Like, how can the world decide we're finished?
Yeah.
Like, we're done.
Who's policing the world? Just get together and go, all right, look, we got issues. Let's all make believe the issues are no more. There you go.
Dude, this is all
just decide.
Bullshit.
Ready? You know what? Instead of gold, it's crumb cake crumbs are our basis for money. Like, I've never understood what the fuck that means. You just decided gold? How about dirt?
Yeah.
Like, what the
gold
fuck
is
are you
just
talking
fucking
about?
rocks.
How about aluminum? Aluminum be nice.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't even understand that shit. How can the world economy crash? What does that mean?
It is Pot Talk Monday, so let's say dirt becomes the currency. What happens to the earth?
Oh, my God, you just start digging it up.
Well, we're human.
But not the currency,
we're such awful humans, we wouldn't even acknowledge that we're just, destroying the land. Yeah. We would just take every possible piece of dirt we could. Until there's no earth left.
No dirt left.
Right. Or it would be left, of course, but it would be in big piles that you can't do anything with.
This is all bullshit. This is, I think, a bunch of, high rollers that run the market. Figuring out ways to make a lot of money. Because there's no real panic here. I mean, this isn't the average Joe panic selling. The average Joe already sold his shit or is hunkering down. This isn't somebody like, oh my God, sell. These are motherfuckers that are driving this market down 500 fucking points, and tomorrow this fucking market's gonna go up. And whoever is buying right now will sell that shit off tomorrow and make money.
Everybody who suffered already did.
You know what?
Yeah. Anybody who's gonna get fired got fired already.
Yeah. I'm buying something today.
Buy.
I don't know what
I'm buying fucking. I'm buying, in my humble opinion, I'm just going to buy something.
What do you want? I'll buy you a couple shares.
Buying on E-Trade right now.
Some suits.
Some suit jackets. No, I got to ask. I got some people that I could go to. Legit, and I'm going to buy something today.
What? I want a diamond Raymond Weil watch.
Ooh.
That's what I like.
Well, go mug somebody.
Motherfucker.
And that is the one I'm buying. Those are the options I'm fucking getting into today.
Apple? You're going to go with Apple?
Perhaps.
Well, I'm just asking. I see Apple up on
Here's
CNN.
What you do. Here's what somebody told me. As long as we have a universe, as long as this thing's being invented, you know who's going to always win? Someone who fixes shit. So if you invest on people who fix the upcoming shit.
You know what you sound like right now? You sound like someone's dad sitting the kid down for a talk because he's a shitty repairman, and the son wants to know, son, repairing things is very important.
But you invest.
I do important things.
Invest in a big company that is going to fix the next big thing.
I build things. Do you know how important that is?
iPod fixing technology.
iPod fixing technology.
iPod fixing.
It's called going to the Apple store and saying this fucking thing doesn't work, and they give you a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're not about
There's no fixing that fucking thing.
They're
They're
not
not even
about
a screw to open it up.
That's why I don't.
That's why they come up with a new one every 6 months. They don't want you.
If you can go back in time,
find one screw that opens that fucking thing.
If you can go back in time,
yeah.
What would you have invested in?
Oh fuck.
Let's say 20 years ago.
No, what it was
20 years ago?
Yeah.
Fucking
Apple.
Apple, of course,
Apple
would be good. Microsoft, any of the computer technologies. Even back then, Yahoo.
Here's
and then wait until the bubble, and then sell. And
let me tell you something.
Of course, if you're going to do that, I would just get the Sports Almanac.
Yeah,
I would take
1955.
I would take all the names. I would take the web names.
And then go back in time.
You don't need to use the market.
No, you just
I
use the
would
Sports
take
Almanac.
web names, man.
Biff Tannen made a fortune. I've been to the Biff Tannen museum.
went?
Yeah, and he made a fortune apparently with his Sports Almanac. Just came off looking like a lucky guy.
Well, he had made enough money that he had like a robot of himself in front of his house.
Yes, in front of his house, and then the courthouse, building a giant hotel, casino, a hotel over it. Amazing what he did just with the Sports Almanac.
Yeah, no market. It was just all the OTB and stuff like that.
Yeah.
How about Viagra?
Biff Tannen, very smart man.
Yeah,
that didn't do shit.
Oh, yes, Patrice, yes.
How about Viagra?
Invest in Viagra? Who puts that out?
I don't know.
Pharmaceutical. Pfizer? Yeah, Pfizer's a good pharmaceutical
That would have been
company.
good 20 years ago, maybe. Sure.
Let's
time. We could maybe do one more thing and get out of here. That was terrific, though, Sam.
Yeah.
Well, the Hillman's always a go-to show in Boston as far as hackery goes.
Let's do Hillman then.
Or Matt Siegel. I think he's on Kiss.
Can I take off my Terry wig?
Yeah, it's Terry Clifford. She was having fun with her fatness in there somewhere. She's crying inside, though. Who are we kidding?
Of course she is.
All right. Wants to argue with Ant about what?
All right.
About what? Let's see what.
Argue with Ant about websites and stocks.
No.
What?
No.
What?
No.
What?
All right. A story we didn't get to last week that we wanted to was the JetBlue thing. JetBlue attendant, Patrice, I'm going to ask you. One more thing we can do. JetBlue attendant showed nude pics to passenger.
All right. Okay. Was it a male attendant? Oh, okay. Oh, no. Ooh, boo, boo, boo.
I think it was
That's queer.
I think it was a black dude.
A black male?
Yeah.
A black male's attendant showed
trying to pick up some chick on the plane.
That's unusual because usually all those guys are sissies. I've never met a straight male stewardess ever.
I hear you. Let's do this.
New Jersey woman's trip home from visiting family turned into a terrifying encounter in the sky.
Yeah, she says it all started shortly after she boarded a JetBlue flight, and she says she has yet to recover.
Could you please stop?
Gina Roussette is still traumatized 8 months after she says
8 months and she's crying over some cock?
You know what?
Frivolous lawsuit.
This is bullshit. Bullshit.
Traumatized 8 months after she says a JetBlue flight from Fort Lauderdale to Newark turned into a nightmare. It started with what she thought was a friendly conversation with a flight attendant. But looking back now, she says she should have been wary.
He literally told me that he was going to have nobody sit next to me because I was all his. I was definitely trapped.
And after takeoff, it got much worse. She says Dana Rokiam's behavior was lewd and outrageous.
He kept telling me that he wanted me, and at one point he said that, you want me, and always grabbing himself, like profusively. I mean, all the time.
Profusively?
Even if she was using the right word, it was wrong.
Profusely would not fit there either.
It was not the word she wanted, you dumb bitch.
Grabbing profusely. This woman
He
is
sweats
adult.
profusely.
Yeah.
You don't, maybe if he said,
Touching himself
he's shitting on me profusely.
You would have to be
Say he was touching himself and he came on me profusely.
Right.
Yeah, but not just touching himself profusively. Dummy.
And she says twice he tossed his cell phone showing naked pictures of him onto her tray table.
All right, once, but you're catching the cell phone a second time. I mean,
After a while, you knock on the pilot's door, nigga. You just be like, excuse me, sir,
Right.
Can you land in Oklahoma City? This guy's trying to rape me on your plane.
Right.
Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, you might fall for the cell phone trick once, but twice? I always laugh at that. What do you think? This time he's going to show you some cute picture of a panda?
Yeah. She was fucking drunk, and she was hitting on him.
Of course.
Watching that awful JetBlue television.
Table.
I told him, you're disgusting. You know I'm married and I don't want any part of you. I kept telling him that. That's what I don't
Probably with a big
understand.
smile on her face, and
going.
Frantic, she escaped to the bathroom. Roussette says he followed, making vulgar comments through the door. On her way back to her seat, she says Arokian grabbed her buttocks. But incredibly, she did nothing and told no one.
Incredibly.
I was really scared. Why I didn't get up and say something to somebody, I don't know.
7 months later, Arokian was arrested on charges of obscene and indecent exposure and for making a lewd, obscene, and indecent sexual proposal.
This should be
According to charging documents, he admitted to showing the full-body naked picture on his cell phone and to making sexual advances, but he denied grabbing Roussette or acting in a harassing manner.
This should be a one-day fucking statute for a woman to say somebody fucking scared her
7
sexually.
months ago.
Maybe a 2-hour limit.
Yeah.
Right. 2 hour limit.
2 hours.
2 hours statute
After
of
I
limitation.
supposedly scared you with my dick, I should be arrested.
Right.
2 hours and 10 minutes is too late.
Tops.
You fucking bitch.
7 months later, she decides
you have until the plane lands.
Are you fucking serious?
You have until the plane lands.
A bitch has 8 months to say your dick scared her?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How about 8 years? How about after me and my bitch break up, she could say she was horrified the whole time.
Bitch.
And then finally.
In a statement to CBS 2, JetBlue says Arokian no longer works for the airline and that JetBlue has and will continue to cooperate in the investigation. Roussette wishes she had spoken up on the plane and hopes by coming forward, other women will learn from her.
I don't think I'll ever get over it.
Yeah, you'll
I
get
think
over
it'll always be there.
You got
you're over it.
Fucking cunt.
Bob and PA, what was everyone else on the plane doing?
Yeah, actually, as you said goodbye to everybody, first of all, JetBlue planes are no bigger than my hat. So if you're raping somebody, boy, someone sees it.
Yep.
At least in seat 8.
Yeah.
And in row 8, seat B, saw the fucking potential raping. And it's like at the end of the plane, hey, everybody, thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being on the flight. Thank you for being on the flight. And then she gets there, yeah, you hot bitch. Did you like my dick?
Yeah.
And rubs her ass and says, good luck to you. And then 7 months later, she comes back.
7 months. She'd never seen a dick picture. That it upset her so much. Where this guy,
you know, she was just sitting there going, "Ooh,
yeah,
that's all you."
She's like, "Oh," and you know, it sounded like, "Stop it! You know, I'm married."
I'll tell you what happened.
Oh,
I'll tell you what happened. She got it. I'll tell you exactly what the fuck happened. She got a number. She went through with this.
Mm-hmm.
Got the number. She's married, right?
Mm-hmm.
She started having a little affair with this motherfucker.
Oh.
Either he dumped her off and said, "Look, bitch, I met this better looking bitch in Paris, and go fuck yourself," or her husband found out and he became the nigger rapist.
But wouldn't the guy say right off the bat, "Hey, I've been banging this broad"?
You didn't hear his side of the story. All you heard was this bitch. He got fired and he admitted to showing pictures, but he could have been admitting to showing pictures like, "Yeah, I showed the bitch pictures. She wanted to see him." They didn't give particulars on his side of the story.
Nah.
I'm giving you his side of the story.
And that's not a good case on his part. You know what I mean?
Well, in terms of losing his job, he's going to lose his job.
To say, yeah, I showed her the pictures because she really wanted to see it. He would be fucked if he said that.
He's fucked anyway, but he's saying the truth. It's almost like, okay, you married, right? You're cheating. You get in some trouble. You say, "Look, man, yeah, I did eat a pussy." But she's saying you raped her. So you gotta say, "Yeah, I did eat a pussy," because this is some bigger news. This bitch is saying she was harassed and he got arrested. Right. So he's saying, "Yeah, I showed her my dick. I lose my job, but I don't want to go to jail." Fucking bitch.
And that's that.
Son of a bitch.
And that's that.
Why is it that? Get this bitch's number. Why do these ladies...
we should try to get her on the phone.
Talk to these people, man.
Why don't we...
Sorry, I'm in court.
You want to do the line of the day and get the hell out of here?
Let's do it.
Did you unplug your box? Did you unplug your box?
That was really funny. Line of the day brought to you by, I think, WebEx, right? WebEx.com. Hold meetings, make presentations, do it from the comfort of your own home or office. Check it out at WebEx.com. Here is a runner-up line of the day.
Gotta take the shoes off. I take the motherfucking shoes off. I hate taking the shoes off. By the way, the fastest way to get to the airport is to come dressed just like an Arab.
Holy shit.
Sandals and a big shirt.
No belt. No shoes.
Nothing.
Wow, that's fucking perfect. Wow. Yeah, that's wonderful, Patrice. Patrice is going to be at the Addison Improv for the Dallas folk.
Yeah.
It's the Dallas market. It's just one of the suburbs. I've been to that club. They do a good job there.
I'm going to the suburbs of Texas.
They all carry guns.
Can't wait.
They all carry, and they all got boob jobs down in Dallas.
Great. Fantastic.
It is like another world down there. Yeah. Another runner-up line of the day.
Is it like one of those small boats like from Apocalypse Now? Just
no, it's kind of a tricked out like pleasure craft that I A-teamed
like a long
up.
Miami
like I A-teamed with some metal and some technology and some guns and stuff.
You're a wimp.
And then why?
Because they can't swim.
Well, that's why I'm in the water. So. It was quite a racist discussion.
Oh, Jesus. The back and forth daydreaming about what's going on.
Me and Patrice would leave the show and just start daydreaming. Waxing fantastic about what could be.
Oh, damn.
To the jackasses who think we're supposed to be here until noon, go fuck yourself.
Shut your fuckholes.
Especially Jim Akers or Ackers from Louisville. We're supposed to do this till 11 every day, and a lot of days we go way past 11, so go fuck yourself. I guess the website says we're on till noon. That has nothing to do with us.
Shut up.
Thank you, Ant. Another runner-up line of the day.
Boo again. Oh. What is this, a wrestling match?
Yeah.
What's going on? But hiss, boo, hiss. It's like Snidely Whiplash is going to come out and tie her to the train tracks. And McCain's got to rescue her. I'll rescue you. Yay! Oh, here comes Obama. Boo, hiss, boo.
Oh, man. You are the only funny, great impressionist I've ever met.
Patrice?
I'm telling you, man. I've met impressionists
That is
they're just not funny people.
They got the voice down, but if you listen, they have nothing.
Anthony, he does spot on impressions, and he's a funny motherfucker, man.
I'm getting the vapors
I'm
over
serious,
here.
man. I like
Thank
to
you.
just pull a snidely whiplash impression. You would have to. I would have to think about that for at least 7 minutes before I can remember snidely whiplash. But to actually pull it out, you know how you're Jim Carrey from Cable Guy. Something happened. He's a prodigy.
Well, you know
to be able to pull shit up like that.
You know how lonely he has to be to have all that inside his head.
That's all it
you know
was.
How much time you got to be sitting in front of a TV by yourself?
It's almost Rain managed to be able to do that. To be able to pull a whole snidely whiplash, all the characters.
Man, then I can't remember shit that people tell me, like, you know, oh, we're doing this next week, and I'm like, wow.
It's just a strange thing, man, how you able to do that shit. And then
thank you, Patrice.
Spot on impressions, like absolutely spot on impressions, man. That shit's funny, man.
Thank you, sir.
But then some of these guys though that do impressions, you just go, hey, man. No, if I'm not doing an impression, please don't talk to me. Please.
I have nothing.
Nothing.
I really don't have anything.
You don't need me to do something?
Especially my regular voice. I have nothing.
I know everybody's got a name floating in their head.
You know, he's a nice guy, though. Here's a runner-up line of the day. I do believe the last one.
4 syllables.
So, you know what it is, though? I'll tell you something, and I'll play the white devil's advocate here.
Which is redundant. Go ahead.
Nice. Nicey nice. Line of the day time. Ooh. Thanks to WebEx.com. Patrice, thank you. Patrice will be here tomorrow?
The whole show. Jim is gone.
Oh, fuck. I'm sleeping in tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't have to come in at 5 and show prep nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Just give us a good energy.
Just talk about.
We throw the playbook out when you come by. We throw the playbook out.
We'll talk about what we fantasized about overnight. What I went to sleep by with a smile on my face.
People are sticking up for Jay Moore. Of course, Jay Moore could do the voices and be funny at the same time.
Oh yeah, I have to say, you know, you're generalizing. There's probably a few, but I met like Roger Cabler. You know, Roger Cabler. He was one of the great impressions. I mean, great, but just as a person, you just go, Roger, man, come on. You know, I drove one time. He's just nothing. If he's not doing an impression of somebody, it just ain't happening, man. But but Jay, funny, a person who does great impressions. But I never thought Jay to be. He does great obscure impressions. Yeah, and he's a funny dude. But I guess I'm not around Jay enough to go, oh, he does impressions. But I know he does a great Christopher Walken.
He's not known for
that's what
doing
I'm saying.
impressions.
Like,
he's known
starting
for
to be.
but
he's going in that direction.
And they are obscure and shit.
What about Fred Travellina?
Okay, that chick right there isn't bad. Is she black?
She's black. She's something.
See, that's a black chick that I would definitely find attractive, Patrice. Remember we had that argument once?
Yeah. That
type. I don't want a fat ass. I don't want fucking, Miss
just
fucking
white
Zimbabwe.
This one here.
Yeah, that chick right there is fucking. She's pretty hot.
Black.
Yeah,
she's pretty fucking hot.
She's barely black.
She's black acceptable.
She's black acceptable
and white acceptable. You fucking coward.
Like I could bring her home.
Yeah, your mama go. She's lovely. What is she?
She would go.
And then I would have to answer.
Almost looks Italian.
In terms
before
she's Sicilian.
Before we go, can I ask one quick question?
Sure.
Just maybe we can think about it.
Ooh,
and come back tomorrow.
Look at that little tease.
Ready?
That's nice.
How about for tomorrow?
Okay.
I'm gonna put the question out. Yeah. And then how come Obama's white side isn't in the equation? We answer that. I don't know.
That's tomorrow.
Okay.
We'll think about that one.
All right. Well, think on that. That's your homework assignment for this evening. Oh, we almost got out without homework. God! You can't give homework after line of the day starts.
Why doesn't his mama count? That's all I want to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a few things in my head, but
I just have to say yes to Redding, Bobby D, a few other people that are playing along at home. Just put it that way. WebEx.com, thank you. Here is your line of the day. Here comes line of the day. Line of the day.
Stop tasering me. Stop beating me in the face.
Stop misbehaving. Stop being loud in movie theaters.
Pull over.
Do I deserve a tasing?
Pull over and give you license and registration.
Stop demanding more dumplings, bitch, from the Chinese lady serving you food.
More dumplings.
Oh, yeah.
There's a little improv stand-up for you.
Yeah.
You know the funny thing? Stop demanding more dumplings, bitch.
Bitch. Bitch. Patrice, always a pleasure.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see him and everybody else tomorrow.
Later.
We'll go with the quick out.
Have a good morning.